WTVB Coldwater and FM 95.5 W238CD Coldwater. Coldwater Cardinal basketball is on the air.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Give it to Crabtree. A shot from the elbow is good. What a night for Carly Crabtree and the Coldwater Cardinals.
Brought to you by these members of the WTVB Sports Boosters Club.
Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Branch County Abstract and Title, Buckland Law PLC, C&O Insurance, Coldwater Community Schools, Cooley's Jewelry, Donay's On-Time Services, Dynamic Hardscapes, El Cerrito Mexican Restaurant, Glides Farm Market Bakery and Orchard, Hess Kaywood PC, Harold Chevrolet, Haylett Auto and RV Supercenter, Integrity Apparel, Matt Haylett Homes, McDonald's of Branch County, Nottaway Gas Company, Premier Rental Purchase, Rainbow Motor Sales, Sanborns for your home, Sheets LP Gas, Union Pallet and Container, Warner Oil Company, and Willow's Bar and Grill.
And down comes the Damon Beck using 2 seconds, 1 second. He slams the ball down with authority. Back-to-back district championships for the Coldwater Cardinals. They beat Gull Lake 55-48. And warm greetings from the Lakeview High School gym on Battle Creek's west side. Coldwater Cardinal girls and boys basketball on the air. It's a non-conference doubleheader between the Coldwater Cardinals and the Lakeview Spartans. My name is Sean Watson. To my left, just having arrived here at Lakeview High School, literally as we are going on the air, it's Coach Mike Murphy.
Oh, well, thanks, Sean. Good to be here and get our boys' season started and the girls underway first tonight.
Tip-off for the girls' game scheduled to come up at 5:45. We'll take this 2-minute break and quickly preview tonight's showdown between 0-2 Lakeview and 0-2 Coldwater. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on WTVB.
Are credit issues keeping you from driving a new or newer vehicle? Come to Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for guaranteed approval.
Low credit or no credit? It's no problem at Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You are guaranteed approval. Come out and test drive a new or used car, truck, or SUV. If you don't see what you're looking for, just let their team know. They'll get to work finding you the right vehicle. Talk to Jeff Dollar, Jared Hetrick, Roy Angevine, Brian Bobelia, or Dean Bobelia. You choose the vehicle, and they'll do the rest. You can also count on Bobelia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to help maintain your vehicle long after the sale. Just ask Service Manager Kip Burkhart to recommend a regular maintenance schedule to keep your vehicle running its best, including buy 3, get 1 free oil changes.
Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on US 12 across from the airport Coldwater or on the web at mobilia.com.
Coldwater Community Schools is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Many of the athletes competing tonight got their start at one of our elementary schools, Lakeland, Jefferson, or Max Larson, and most attended Legg Middle School and have gone on to shine at Coldwater High School. We're proud of our athletes and all of our students. Learn more about our schools by visiting coldwaterschools.org or calling 279-5930. Coldwater Community Schools, providing exceptional educational opportunities for every student.
Everyone knows that diamonds are forever, but did you know the ring and prongs holding your diamond can wear out just like the tires in your car? Cooley's Jewelry has a solution, a new mounting or jewelry reconditioning. Laura and Alyssa at Cooley's can breathe new life into your precious jewelry and can recommend the best options for your jewelry repair or remount. Stop in today and have your jewelry cleaned and checked for free. A little preventative maintenance can save hundreds of dollars in jewelry repairs. Your friends at Cooley's Jewelry are always ready to help you with all your jewelry needs. Downtown Coldwater since 1968.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Well, welcome back to Lakeview High School. Sean Watson and Mike Murphy. Mike Side, Justin Lopshire back at the WTVB studios in Coldwater producing and engineering. We're about another 12 minutes away from tip-off of our varsity girls basketball game between Coldwater and Lakeview. And one of these teams will pick up their first win of the season finally.
Yeah, they will, Sean. And and frankly, we hope it's the Cardinals. They're going to need to shoot a little better. That's kind of been their Achilles heel these first couple games. Defensively, I think they've been in pretty good shape. But offensively, it's been a struggle so far. But let's see if they can correct that tonight.
So the Cardinals, as we mentioned, 0-2 coming in, lost at Portage Central last Tuesday and last Friday. A really good game against Kalamazoo Central. The Cardinals were in it pretty much from end to end, although the Cardinals came up on the short end. Final score 58-47. Maya Repka led the Lady Cards with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Carly Crabtree had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. And something that we should really start tracking, the quest toward 1,000 for Carly, just like we were tracking Gage McGuire's quest toward 1,000 career points, which he got very early in the season. With her 11 points last Friday, Carly Crabtree is now at 950 career points, and she has moved past her mother, the former Tina Baster, now Tina Crabtree, for 4th place on the Coldwater girls basketball career scoring list.
Well, that's quite an accomplishment. There's no question about that. 4-year starter, Carly is, and you know, she has probably feels a lot of pressure on her this year. Is really the only veteran coming back on this team, and kind of feels pressure to lead this group. And I think Coach has kind of alluded to that. And you know, it's going to be just a process as they learn to play together, the young players. But that second game of the season was certainly a big improvement over the opener.
After the game, Coach Ken Smoker had these thoughts about the contest.
As we start 2019-2020, Aaron, of course, Gage McGuire.
No, we didn't. Those were the thoughts of Aaron Buckland for the nightcap. Now, here are the thoughts of Ken Smoker.
Told you we were a work in progress. I'm really proud of the effort that the girls put in there. That's not often do you see teams play that kind of pressure defensively in the half court that we see very often anymore. And I thought we handled it pretty well. At times, there in the second quarter, it seemed like on offense when they were pressuring us, we have like rules we want them to follow in our 5 out, but it seemed like we were just running around a bunch everywhere with like chickens with our head cut off. But then I thought they settled in and got into more of a pattern. I told them they just got to trust the plan and we'll get good looks. And we did. And, you know, a lot of girls played a lot of minutes, and we had some wide open shots that just weren't going down. And it's early in the season. I probably should have got them some more rest because I know their legs were probably killing them. But that was a heck of an effort for them, and it's great. And once again, they're really down in there. And I'm glad they don't like losing, but hope they realize how much improvement they just showed from Tuesday.
The thoughts of Coldwater head girls basketball coach Ken Smoker prior to, well, it was after last week's loss to Kalamazoo Central. Our pregame comments brought to you by Integrity Apparel. Get your team or business noticed with custom apparel. Integrity Apparel stocks varsity jackets and all types of apparel in most area school colors. Remember, custom apparel makes a great gift. Call Integrity Apparel screen printing and embroidery at 278-8101 or stop by the store at 52 West Chicago in downtown Coldwater. Meanwhile, the Lakeview Spartans under new management. Don Bussler retiring from the head coaching position for the Lady Spartans at the end of last season, but not before he actually picked up career win number 400, and the ball that was presented to him is in the trophy case outside the Lakeview High School gym lobby, just to let you know. Blake Shaw, one of his longtime assistants, taking over a team that finished 12-8 overall, 6-2 in the SMAC East, second place behind Kalamazoo Central, but their season ended abruptly with a 4-point loss to Gull Lake in the first round of the Division I Sturgis District. They are currently 0-2, losing at Battle Creek Central 43-38. Addison Hudson had 12 points, Brazil Watkins with 10. They lost at Marshall on Friday night, 59-45, despite 15 points from Brazil Watkins, 10 from Addison Hudson, and 9 from Peyton Russell. Brazil Watkins averaged 18 points, 6.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists per game. So far, she's averaging 13.5 points per game, and Addison Hudson averaging 11 points a game. You and I remember seeing Brazil Watkins as a freshman. She was pretty darn good then.
She was, Sean. You know, and that's the one thing we see in women's basketball. Quite often the real strong players can start as freshmen and really build that varsity career, and she's certainly in that category.
The time now for the keys, the game for our girls varsity contest, brought to you by Union Pallet and Container Company. Reduce your environmental footprint and help save the environment by recycling your company's pallets. Union Pallet offers a complete recycling program to retrieve, remanufacture, and repair pallets that are beyond their usable life. For more information on how your company can save money in the environment, call Union Pallet and Container in Coldwater at 278-4888.
Well, Sean, we thought we'd kind of look at the strong points and the weaknesses so far of the Coldwater Lady Cards through 2 games. The highlights have been the turnover margin. 51 turnovers on their opponents. 34 is all for the Cardinals. So when you're averaging about 17 turnovers a game this early in the season for this inexperienced of a team, it's really an outstanding stat. Their zone defense was very tough last game out, and their ball movement has been exceptional so far. One of the lowlights has certainly been shooting from the field. They're averaging 28%. They've got to shoot the ball better. We hope to see that. I'm sure we're going to see that. It may start tonight. From three-point range, 17% so far. So those are, of course, stats that have to raise, and they've been out-rebounded 45-32 so far. So those are kind of the pluses and minuses of the team as we're looking here early in the season. They hope to certainly build on that strong second game here tonight.
A couple of changes to the starting lineup for Coldwater. Abby Herman will not be getting the start tonight. Coach Ken Smoker informing me that she has been sick the last 2 days and actually has missed practice the last couple of days because of her illness. Carly Crabtree a little bit under the weather, but she'll start tonight.
Okay, all right. And, Abby is one of those leaders that the Cardinals are going to count on as a junior. She's been a strong rebounder so far. I think she have about 10 last game.
She did have 10, yes.
Yep, and so sounds like we've got a couple of the girls maybe a little under the weather and probably see short minutes and maybe not too much at a time, but that'll give some other girls a chance to with an opportunity.
So through the 2 games, we didn't get a chance to take a look at the season averages through just the 2 games that the Cardinals have played. 9.5 points, 2 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 2 steals per game for Carly Crabtree. Maya Repka, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists per game. Abby Herman, 4.5 points and 7 rebounds per game. Allison Miller, 6 points, 4. Check that. That's what she did last Friday. Brooke Moore and Mallory Wilber also averaging 4.5 points per game. And Mallory Wilber will get the start in place of Abby Herman tonight.
Well, Mallory's looked pretty good in her early going. Those 3 sophomores, Brooke Moore, Allison Miller, and Mallory, have looked pretty good in their initial varsity games. It's kind of interesting, Sean, seeing the Lady Cards doing their little cals before the game, and instead of Tina leading them, it's the 2 Buckland girls. Pretty neat display out there.
See, which Buckland girls? There's 4 to choose from as far as the team managers. Would they be Coach Aaron Buckland's daughters,
yes.
Addison and Adrena?
Yes, yep.
The ones that have always seemed to be by the side of the girls over the course of the season. Speaking of Coach Aaron Buckland, later tonight we'll have the season opener for the Coldwater Cardinal boys as they take on the Lakeview Spartans. A traditional season opener the past few years, especially since the Cardinals left the SMAC to be a founding member of the Interstate 8.
Absolutely, and really looking forward to this doubleheader tonight.
We will go ahead and take this 2-minute break, be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip. Girls basketball between Coldwater and Lakeview from here on Battle Creek's west side. You're listening to Coldwater Cardinal girls basketball on WTVB.
Farming doesn't follow an 8-to-5 schedule. A slow week is 60 to 80 hours. My land, livestock, and family rely on me. That's why I bought farm insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, because every policy comes with a local agent. A real person who lives right in my community, who I can rely on to help keep my farm covered no matter what.
See Scott Crabtree, DC Lyons, or Melanie Pish at CNO Insurance Services, 30 North Clay Street, Coldwater.
That sizzling fajita was so delicious last night. And the jumbo margarita. I've got to get there for lunch.
Lunch. Bill, what are you doing for lunch?
Oh, right. Hey, let's go to El Cerritos. They have the best fajitas.
Dreaming about the mouth-watering, authentic Mexican food at El Cerritos? Stop by for lunch or dinner. They'll serve up an endless bowl of chips and salsa while you decide what menu item will fill your craving. El Cerrito Mexican Restaurant in downtown Coldwater and in the Kroger Plaza, Hillsdale.
Gly's Farm Market Bakery and Orchard wants to help you feed your holiday guests this season. Stop by their bakery and choose your favorite varieties of pies, fudge, donuts, and more. Don't forget to pick up Michigan wines and craft beers, and remember to place your order for gift baskets, perfect for everyone on your list. Christmas decor is now arriving daily at Gly's, and Christmas trees, flocked trees, and wreaths will be coming soon. Check Gly's Facebook page for more information. Gly's Farm Market, Bakery and Orchard, 464 North Willowbrook Road in Coldwater.
Who would you call if your heating system stopped working on a cold winter's day? For a company that you can count on to provide outstanding service to your home or business, place a call to Done's On-Time Services. They can repair or replace any make or model of heating system, improve the quality of your drinking water, and repair any plumbing problems. Done's is now hiring full-time techs. Apply today at Done's On-Time Services, 447 Marshall Street in Coldwater, or call 278-2995. That's 278-2995.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
We're back here at Lakeview High School. Sean Watson and Mike Murphy, Mike's side here. The starting lineups for tonight's girls basketball game between Coldwater and Lakeview. For the visiting Coldwater Cardinals, 0-2 under head coach Ken Smoker. We mentioned the slightly different starting lineup. Still in the backcourt will be Maya Repka, a 5'4 junior, and Allison Miller, a 5'8 sophomore. Up front will be Mallory Wilber, 5'5 sophomore, Carly Crabtree, 5'10 senior, and Brooke Moore, 5'7 sophomore. So that's three sophomores in the starting lineup for Coach Ken Smoker tonight.
Boy, that's that's going to really be interesting as the season develops for sure.
For the Lakeview Spartans, also 0-2 under their head coach Blake Shaw. We've got Brazil Watkins, a junior, Annalise Palma, a senior, Mia Abbey, a sophomore, Addison Hudson, a sophomore, and Peyton Russell, a sophomore. So just like the Cardinals, three sophomores in the starting lineup for Coach Blake Shaw. Although, if I remember reading correctly, Addison Hudson was one of the standouts on last year's varsity team as a freshman.
Right. You know how we, due to our streaming, have listeners from all over the U.S. and beyond, Sean. Well, tonight we have someone listening from the Jungle Queen Riverboat in Fort Lauderdale.
Gee, who would that be?
Our colleague Quinn and his wife down there. I mean, what a tough life, huh?
I'm just satisfied that he'll be back in the cold of Michigan over Christmas break to help out our broadcasts of Coldwater basketball from the Cornerstone Tournament.
Absolutely. Well, we hope our Lady Cards can get a win or two before we get to that point in the season. And certainly the boys with a more experienced group coming back. We'll talk about them later.
Once we get underway, Coldwater will move from left to right across your radio dial in the Road Reds with the white numerals, black trim. Lakeview in their home whites with the dark purple numerals and black trim. Carly Crabtree will jump at center circle for Coldwater. Waiting for the Lakeview team huddle to break out to see who will join Carly in the center court circle. Should mention that Trey Crisile, the Lakeview athletic director, now here in his second year, has us in new broadcast positions here at the Lakeview High School gym. Courtside, opposite side from where the scores table is.
This is great. I love being at courtside, and it beats, I think, our two previous spots we've been here before, Sean.
Annalise Palma will jump at center circle for Lakeview along with Carly Crabtree. And the ball is tapped to Brazil Watkins, and here we go. Had a conversation with her grandfather before we hit the air.
Mallory Wilber is going to get zapped for that first foul guarding Watkins.
First foul of the game happening literally 2 seconds into the contest, and the clock has not started yet. No, there we go. So Lakeview's actually getting a few extra seconds. A steal by Mallory Wilber. Across it comes to Maya Repka on the fast break. Layup was a little short, a little bit out of control on the shot. Palma with a rebound. Quickly the ball comes to Brazil Watkins. Nice crossover dribble, nice turnaround shot from the baseline. It went in and out. Crabtree with the board. Crabtree ahead to Miller. Trying to get the ball to someone to prevent the travel. Here's a streak, a scoop, and a miss by Crabtree. A couple of Lakeview Spartans going after the ball. Watkins will get the rebound, and she'll get the ball across the timeline. What defense is Coldwater starting out in? Looks like their man-to-man defense.
Yes.
Got a couple of turnovers out of it so far. No score, almost a minute into the quarter. A jumper from the right elbow missed by Palma. Rebound Coldwater. Here comes Maya Repka. Repka to Moore. Brooke Moore is on the right wing. Lakeview starting out man-to-man defensively as well. The dish comes to Allison Miller from Mallory Wilber. Miller to Moore on the right wing. Bounce it. Crabtree on the right corner. Cross-court it. Mallory Wilber. The feed to a wide open Allison Miller. She missed, but she got her own rebound. Trying to bounce it to Crabtree. She couldn't handle the ball, and it goes out of bounds to the Lakeview student section.
Boy, it was a great pass from Mallory Wilber after the cross-court pass from Crabtree, and Miller just couldn't quite find a layup.
6.5 minutes and counting left to play in the first quarter from here at Lakeview. No score. Bad pass stolen by Moore inside. Here comes Crabtree. Crabtree on the right wing, crossover dribble, pulling up for the three-pointer, too strong off the rim, trying to box out and get the rebound is Miller, but she falls out of bounds along with the ball.
Well, no score here in our first nearly 2 minutes.
Kind of a surprising start to the contest, wouldn't you say, Murph?
Yeah. And the teams, I think height-wise, teams are pretty similar, too.
Palma, 25 feet away from the bucket. Long lob inside to Abby. She misses the runner. Rebound by Crabtree. Bounce pass to Brooke Moore across the timeline. Now bounce it to an open Mallory Wilber. Right corner, three. Bounces off the rim. Loose ball tracked down by Repka. She'll get it outside to Crabtree. Top of the key, spin move at the free throw line. Bounce it out to Moore. Moore cut off by Watkins defensively. Crabtree swing the ball around. Wilber to Miller now left wing. Repka for three. Line drive off the rim, but the ball comes to Wilber again. Trying to get it out to Crabtree. Ball stolen by Addison Hudson. 1-on-2 break. They call an offensive foul with Maya taking the charge, or?
I believe so, yes. Well, Maya's got her charge early in this one tonight.
With 5:19 left to play in the first quarter, the foul was whistled against Addison Hudson for Lakeview. Both teams with a foul apiece. Lakeview going into their bench, bringing in Jayla Carpenter, a senior, and Emily Shepard, also a senior. No score, almost 3 minutes into the game. Whistle and a traveling violation on an attempted jump shot by Maya Repka. Her feet were moving while she was shooting.
Yep. Second turnover early on the Cardinals here.
Can't do that, Maya.
Nearly 3 minutes in, still looking for our first basket.
Coach Murphy said so. You can't do that. Well, it's Lakeview ball.
Hey, we got some zone going.
Emily Shepard on the left corner. That double team from the 2-3 zone forced a double dribble on Shepard.
Well, you know, Coach was telling us after game 2 there that they might make that part of their arsenal, switch back and forth between the zone and man.
Yeah, it worked there in the form of another Lakeview turnover. Wilber with an attempted streak, and he lost the handle on the ball with pressure coming from behind, too. 3 Spartans breathing down her back.
Yeah, Mallory got by her girl, but then just kind of lost her balance when she got in the lane.
Turnover, giving the ball back to Lakeview. 4.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. No score. Another steal by Brooke Moore. Miller to Repka. Maya across the timeline. Sling it to a streaking Mallory Wilber. Layup over the hoop. And the rebound by Jayla Carpenter for the Spartans. Get the ball to Kaylee Ross, a senior who also checked in during that earlier stoppage in play. Her streak went off the hoop. Rebound by Miller, but she throws the ball right to Carpenter. Here's a three-point try, an air ball. It's tracked down by Carpenter. They're trying to post up. Check that. That's Brianna Carey trying to post up. She misses, and the ball goes out of bounds back to Coldwater. Caitlin Kloss, a junior, into the Lakeview lineup. Abby Herman and Jayla Foster checking in for Coldwater. The Hermanator is a 5'9 junior, and Foster is a 5'7 sophomore.
Yeah, Carly taking a break. We talked about her being a little under the weather.
Here's Maya Repka. Oh, She got tripped hard by her defender. It's going to be the first foul on Madeline Deal, also into the Lakeview lineup. The senior with her first and the team second.
One thing we're seeing different here in the early going, looks like Lakeview is going to bring a
line change, right?
Yeah, no whole new platoon. But the Cardinals really looking to get out and run tonight. Looks like more emphasis on that tonight, and they've been getting down the floor quickly.
It looks like Lakeview starting 5 back out. Weak side drive. Did not go in for more, but she was fouled. They will ding Peyton Russell with her first and the team third.
Well, we've played 4.5 minutes. Still looking for our first points.
3:37 left in the first quarter. Brooke Moore, 2 of 6 in the charity stripe so far in the season. How about that? 3 of 7.
We're on the board.
Someone's on the board finally. 1-0 Cardinals. 2-0 Cardinals. A couple of made free throws by Brooke Moore. Those look pretty comfortable.
Yeah, Brooke with that kind of almost like a two-hand set shot.
Lakeview ball. Here's Brazil Watkins. 15-foot jumper rattles in. First field goal of the game coming from the Lakeview standout. 2-2 tie. Maya trying to scoop the ball to Brooke Moore, but she was sliding in the process, and another unforced turnover for her.
Zone for Coldwater here.
A 2-2 tie. Another three-pointer. This time it's drained by Mia Abbey. Another three-point try and the first make for either team. Lakeview with their first lead, 4-2. Ball poked away from Maya Repka. She picks it up despite pressure from Hudson. Here's Herman, 17-footer, bounces off the rim. Miller with a rebound, too far underneath the hoop, gives it up to Herman, 3-footer, yes.
Allison Miller with her third rebound already tonight. Set up that basket by Herman.
4-4 tie. And it looks like the three-pointer they gave to Mia Abbey is now being credited as a long two, so it's now a 4-4 tie.
Maya going to the bench here. Let's see who came in for her.
Taylor?
I
heard the name of Taylor Wilber,
yeah.
The 5'4 senior, inbounds to Jayla Foster. Miller on the right wing. Watkins guarding her on the man-to-man defense. Foster to Herman. Miller to Taylor Wilber. Now back out to Miller. Triple team on her. Good job by the Cardinals working the ball. Moore has it now top of the key to Herman. Taylor Wilber. Foster inside. Jumper missed by Herman. Went too long. Watkins with a rebound. A 4-4 tie. We're counting down to 2 minutes left in the quarter. Nice pass from Watkins to an open Addison Hudson, and her bucket is good, giving Lakeview the lead once again.
Yeah, nice play on both those girls' part.
Attempted pass by Jayla Foster, blocked, stolen by Peyton Russell. Russell 2-on-1 break, and she finishes. It's a string of 4 unanswered for the Lakeview Spartans now.
Yes.
8-4 they currently lead. We're counting down to 1.5 minutes left in the quarter. Pass to Miller, intercepted by Watkins. Here she comes on a 1-2 break. Layup, good, +1.
Abby Herman's going to get dinged there as Spartans now with 6 in a row have pulled into the lead here, 10-4. Cardinals missing Maya at the point there. They've had a couple 3 turnovers since she left the action.
The foul on Herman is her first and the team's second. And Watkins unable to finish on the three-point play. Miller with a rebound. I think the Cardinals are out rebounding Lakeview thus far. Here's an open Taylor Wilber for 3. Clunk off the front of the rim. Ball screened out by Hudson. It'll go back to the Spartans.
Game has been played at a pretty fast pace. I think Brooke Moore, Allison Miller are the only 2 that haven't been to the bench yet.
10-4, Lakeview on top of Coldwater. Here's a dribble drive all around the perimeter. Palma. Ball comes back out top of the key. Long 2 is an air ball for Hudson. Screened out by the Cardinals.
So Maddie Beckhusen and Carly Crabtree. Yep.
First appearance for Maddie Beckhusen, 5'5" junior. Crabtree in after taking a breather. Yeah, it's that time of the year where the kids start getting a little sick. Another traveling violation, somewhat unforced on the part of Taylor Wilber. She was trying to pass the ball.
Yeah, that's 8 of them now on the cards here in this first quarter.
Slowly creeping up on the average, and we still got 45 seconds, Spartans. Brooke Moore trying to lob the ball to Herman. Herman cut off, get it back outside. Moore from Taylor Wilber. Three-pointer is good for Brooke Moore.
Hey, there's a 3.
That stems the bleeding for the time being. Cardinals down 5, 12-7. 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Traveling violation on Addison Hudson. She faked the three-pointer and took off before bouncing the ball.
11 seconds. Let's see if the Cardinals can get a look. Here comes Taylor Wilber.
Taylor Wilber get it to Moore on the left wing. Dishes it to Brazil Watkins for Lakeview. Half-court shot. Hits the top of the backboard. Someone zigged when they should have zagged, apparently. After one, it's Lakeview 12, Coldwater 7. You're listening to Cardinal Girls Basketball on WTVB.
Matt Hillett Homes offers quality-made modular housing. But what about the extras?
Hi, everybody. This is Matt Hallett. We build garages, porches, gables, accents, different things on the home. Because they're state building code and they're framed to standard framing practices, it's easy to just add on and keep going.
Start planning your dream home today. Stop by Matt Hallett Homes on US 12 east of Coldwater. Visit MattHallettHomes.com or check them out on Facebook.
Because at Matt Hallett Homes, it's always built around family.
There's holiday deals on Traeger wood-fired grills from Nottawa Gas in Teconcha and Nottawa. You'll also get a 20-pound bag of pellets free while supplies last. Merry Christmas from Nottawa Gas and Traeger wood-fired grills. And don't forget about birdseed, bird houses, and bird feeders. When it comes to birds, think Nottawa Gas. It's a fun place to shop. Nottawa Gas, just south of Teconcha on US 27 or on M66 in Nottawa. Or get more information online at nottawagas.com. Holiday savings going on now.
The voice of Branch County for high school sports. AM 1590 WTVB Coldwater and FM 95.5 W238CD Coldwater.
The Spartans 12-7, and Maddie Beckhusen will trigger right in front of our broadcast table.
Yep. Brooklyn Carey, the freshman, into the game for the Cardinals.
First appearance for the 6-foot freshman tonight. Crabtree on the left wing. Now get it to Beckhusen. Swing the ball around to Taylor Wilber from Miller. Bounce it back to Wilber.
Lakeview showing a little zone here for the first time.
A little bit of a 3-2 zone. Bounce pass intercepted by Annalise Palma for Lakeview. Long lob. Russell to the front court. Three-pointer. Brazil Watkins in and out. Herman crashing the boards. The ball tipped to Taylor Wilber. Wilber across the timeline. Lob pass to the left corner to Crabtree.
Nice.
Inside to an open Brooklyn Carey for the bucket.
Yeah, great pass from Carly. Found Brooklyn open down low.
12-9, Cardinals within 3. Still within 3 after a missed three-pointer, but Watkins gets the rebound, misses the putback. Another chance. The ball comes to Jayla, check that, Annalise Palma, and she scores. (14-9), Cardinals down 5. Here's Herman on the right corner. Back out to Carey. Now Herman on the right corner being guarded by Abby on the man-to-man defense. Now a triple team surrounding Herman, and the ball ripped away by Russell. Quickly the Spartans are going. Too quickly. Palma, the final recipient of the ball, and she traveled. Saw a wide open lane to the bucket and forgot to put the ball down.
Alyssa Bach going to check in for Taylor Wilber.
First appearance. She didn't get into the game at all Friday against Kalamazoo Central, the 5'3 junior. Beckhusen crossover dribble, top of the key with Hudson on her. Now get the ball to Crabtree. Crabtree cut off at the elbow. Sling the ball wide open. Alyssa Bach, long two, bounces off the rim, and the rebound by Peyton Russell. Quickly, the ball coming to Hudson, now to a streaking Brazil Watkins. Layup is short. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Bach. Alyssa Bach bumped hard right in front of us by Mia Abbey. That'll be Abbey's first and the team fourth for Lakeview.
Cardinals only down 5 here with 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Inbound comes to Crabtree. She's on the right wing. Moves to her left, cut off at the elbow left side by a double team. Herman bounces it to Bach. The ball stolen away by Lakeview. The runner by Hudson, who had the steal, a little long. Rebound Coldwater. Cardinals trail 14-9. Maddie Beckhusen to Brooklyn Carey. Now Beckhusen around to Bach. Brazil Watkins poking the ball away. She's down on the floor along with Maddie Beckhusen. We're going to get a jump ball possession arrow to the Spartans.
Yeah, that's just one of those things. One of the fundamentals, those passes on the perimeter have to be to the outside shoulder or they're going to get taken away. Lakeview plays some very good defense. Their man-to-man, I thought, was really exceptional. Excellent away from the ball defense. But they've went to a 3-2 zone here in the second quarter.
Cassidy Bishop coming into the Coldwater lineup, 5'4" junior. Whistle and a foul underneath the bucket. It'll go against Coldwater. And it'll go against Bach, her first and the team third. Shooting foul, Peyton Russell to the line. Clock stopped with 5:19 left to play in the first half. Lakeview 14, Coldwater 9. A make on the first free throw by Peyton Russell, so that makes the team 1 for 2 thus far. Jayla Carpenter, Kaylee Ross back into the Lakeview lineup with 5:19 left to play in the second quarter. Second of 2. Nothing but net for Russell.
She's looked good here in the early going.
7-point lead for Coldwater. Here's Carly Crabtree. Triple team collapses on her. The ball comes back out to the perimeter. Now a dribble drive. Bach trying to get the ball outside off of a Lakeview player. Bach tried to grab it, and it went out of bounds off of her. $16 for the Lakeview Spartans, 9 for the Coldwater Cardinals. 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Watkins on the right wing. Up top, here's a three-pointer, good for Hudson. And that three-pointer was a no-doubter.
Yeah, she's the one that had it changed earlier, right? Was she the one?
I believe so.
3 to a 2, yeah. Brooklyn Carey with the travel there as the turnovers mounting up on the Cardinals. That's 14 now.
And how many did they have the entire game Friday night? Didn't they have like 13 or 14?
Yeah, they're averaging 17 in those first 2 games coming in. So
10-point Coldwater lead, 19-9. Pass inside to Carpenter. She took a shot. She was blocked. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Ross. Now the feed inside off of Carpenter's hand. She tracks down the ball and gets it out to Watkins to reset. All between the circles, Hudson finding the sideline right. Now Hudson gets it back. Now to the right wing it comes to Ross. Bounce pass inside, turnaround shot short for Russell. Carey with the rebound. Here comes Carly Crabtree. Triple team collapses on her, kicks the ball out to Moore, and she drains another three-pointer, her second of the game.
Yeah, Brooke Moore with 8 of the Cardinals' 12 so far. Couple free throws to go with those 2 threes.
7-point lead once again for Lakeview, 19-12. Cross-court pass to the right wing. Three-pointer attempted by Ross, missed. Whistle and a foul on the rebound will go.
Yeah, Brooklyn Carey had good position that time, so drew the foul on, I think it was 44, Sean?
Yep. Peyton Russell just picked up her second.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. The big girl inside.
No.
32 replacing her. She's a good-sized young lady, too, here for Lakeview.
Maya Rabka back into the game, gives the ball to Allison Miller, running on the curl, kick the ball out to Maya. Another traveling violation. Those happy feet, I'm telling you.
We've had quite a few unforced tonight. Cardinals still only down by 7 here. They can collect themselves.
19-12 the current score. Ball comes back top of the key to Hudson. Pass deflected. Ball taken away by Kloss. Maya Repka 1-on-2 break. The ball poked away from behind by Jayla Carpenter, or Brazil Watkins rather had the poke away. So Coldwater retains possession with 3:03 left in the half.
Yeah, Maya got the steal. It was forced by Allison Miller up at the front.
Crabtree has the ball, roaming the perimeter, get it up top. Mallory Wilber, who's back in, finds Allison Miller. Long two, no good, but Crabtree has the rebound. Nice feed to Moore, and the layup is good.
Boy,
There's no doubt who my McDonald's Player of the Game nominee is going to be at this early stage.
Yeah, Brooke with 10, and that was an excellent assist by Carly Crabtree.
Timeout is going to be taken. Oddly enough, it's taken by the Lakeview coach, Blake Shaw, with 2:38 left to play in the first half. Now a 5-point lead for Lakeview, 19-14, 2:38 left to play in the half. Among the games going on tonight in the Interstate 8 among girls basketball teams, Olivet at Penfield in the renewal of their rivalry. Lumen Christi finally opening their season, hosting Vandercook Lake. Northwest is hosting Mason. Yesterday, Harper Creek, a 1-point win over Battle Creek Central, 40-39. Yesterday in the Big 8, Reading beat Addison 43-22. Tonight we got Bronson playing a non-conference game at Adrian. Quincy hosting Leslie. Jonesville hosting Hanover Horton. Homer at Sand Creek, and Grass Lake at Springport.
Well, the Cardinals have cut into that lead. It was 10 points by Lakeview. Now they've got it carved down to 5. A couple really nice assists from Carly Crabtree has set up Brooke Moore, who leads the Cardinals with 10 of their 14.
Brooklyn Carey and Abby Herman with the other buckets for Coldwater thus far. Watkins with 4, and Peyton Russell leading the way with 6, but she's on the bench with 2 fouls. Watkins jumper missed, gets her own rebound and put back to go in. Now Watkins matching Russell's point total with 6.
Yeah, that was good defense by Carly, but then Watkins got by her for that rebound.
Open more for 3. It's short this time. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Kaylee Ross. Here comes Addison Hudson. Stopping and knocking over Maya Repka. Another charge.
She did it again. Maya had 2 the last game. She's matched that here with 2:09 to go in the half.
And Hudson picks up her second. She stays on the floor for the time being. 21-14. Nice feed to a streaking, wide open Carly Crabtree. She gets her first bucket of the game. Cardinals back to within 5, 21-16.
Yeah, nice assist by Maya as Carly cut into the lane.
Minute 48 left to play in the first half, and an unforced double dribble by Hudson.
Yeah, let's see if the Cardinals can cut into this a little more. They've got it down to 5.
Lakeview 21, Coldwater 16. Miller cut off the free throw line. Out to the right wing, Mallory Wilber. Now Moore. Thought about the three-pointer. Get the ball to Wilber inside. Crabtree. No look pass to Miller on the weak side. Bounce it to Wilber. She misses the easy bunny. Watkins with a rebound.
Just had herself a little too far under the basket.
Watkins taking it coast to coast. Whistle, and there's going to be a bumping foul before the attempted shot by Watkins.
Yeah, it's going to be on Maya.
She picks up her first foul and the team fourth. We'll get Brianna Carey in for Lakeview along with Annalise Palma. To the bench, Kaylee Ross and Caitlin Kloss. Hudson still out on the floor for Lakeview with her 2 fouls. She better be careful the remaining minute and 20 seconds of this first half. Watkins three-pointer rattles in and out. Rebound put back. No good on an attempted take by Annalise Palma. She'll go up to the line and shoot a pair.
Yeah.
Crabtree picking up her first foul.
Cardinals are in that 2-3 zone, and boy, you have to be so active in that to rebound. Lakeview got the inside edge on the Cardinals there.
Fortunately for the few Coldwater fans that are here, Palma missed the check that. Peyton Russell, she's actually stayed out there. She's with her 2 fouls. She finally comes to the bench. Whistle and kind of a cheap reach-in foul committed by Brianna Carey. Her first foul, team 7th. Cardinals now in the bonus, and Mallory Wilber to the free throw line. 2 of 3 from the charity stripe thus far in the early going this season. She'll be up for a 1-and-1 with 1:07 left to play in the first half. Front end rattles out. Loose ball is going to be collected by Moore. She misses the putback attempt. Rebound Lakeview. Here comes Addison Hudson with her 2 fouls. Get the ball to Abby. Inside to Carey. Too far underneath the bucket. A double team on her. She coughs up the ball to Crabtree. Carly Crabtree crossover dribble. Trying to feed more inside. Ball loose. It's going to be picked up by Miller on her knees. Needs help. We're going to get a quick timeout by Coldwater head coach Ken Smoker.
Yep, saved a turnover there. Allison was down on her knees looking for someone to pass the ball after she got that steal. Cardinals have just 6 down, 22-16 with 36 seconds left to go. And, you know, they've kind of fought here, Sean, ever since that was 19-9. They've kind of fought back and played Lakeview, on their terms here. Just haven't been able to snag another basket or two, to get them right over the hump, but they're close.
Unofficially, I've got Lakeview outscoring Coldwater in the quarter 10-9.
Yep, and they're making good effort. They're right there, but let's see if we can. This last 36 seconds, they're going to inbound the ball under their own basket. Crabtree to trigger.
Was looking for Mallory Wilber, taken away by the taller Brazil Watkins. Blocked from behind on the attempt by Mallory Wilber. But there for the rebound putback. I think that was Palma. Nope, that was Addison Hudson. Miss on the other end of the floor. So with 19.9 seconds left to play in the first half, it's an 8-point Spartan lead as the Cardinals turn the ball over other end of the floor. Lakeview in position to play for the final shot of the half. Addison Hudson to Brazil Watkins on the left wing. Trying to get it to Russell back in over her hands. Picked up by Moore with 6, with 5, with 4. Miller to Maya Repka. Driving baseline. The runner bounces off the rim. The ball eventually slapped to Miller as the buzzer sounds to end the first half. Lakeview leading Coldwater 24-16. The Branch County Abstract and Title halftime report coming up in 3 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Girls Basketball on WTVB.
Dave Haylett here from Haylett Auto and RV Center with a seasonal thought. Some people feel Christmas has become too commercial. I think you get out of it what you put into it. If you see it as a chance to reflect on the true nature of the holiday, you'll make it more meaningful than ever. Here's an idea. Let's make Christmas a time for families and friends to gather and reconnect with each other. It's a time to celebrate. Some evening, pack the kids or grandkids in the car, drive around admiring all the beautiful decorations, then drive by Haylett Auto and RV Center. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want you to see our 85-foot lit Christmas tree out front of our lot for you and yours to enjoy. But there is something more special next to the tree. It's a nativity scene, a great bridge into the discussion of a real reason for the season, and that's the celebration. Your holidays will be happier if they are holy days. Merry Christmas from all of us at Haylett Auto and RV Center on US 12, east of I-69 in Coldwater.
Tonight's broadcast is sponsored in part by Dynamic Hardscapes and Construction. Just like the players on the field tonight, the team at Dynamic Hardscapes brings their very best to every job. The crew at Dynamic Hardscapes are proud to help bring you the best of local high school sports, along with the best in custom remodeling for any room in your home. Call 517-206-1985 for a free consultation, or visit dynamichaardscapes.com. Expert home building and remodeling, inside and out, from Dynamic Hardscapes and Construction. Your Christmas list done. Fill your sleigh at Premier Rental Purchase and enjoy up to 6 months same as cash on the best gifts. Choose from power tools, gaming systems, smart TVs, Beats headphones, kids power vehicles, name brand furniture and appliances, KitchenAid mixers, Michael Kors purses, and much, much more. Rent to own. Pay cash for a huge discount or choose up to 6 months same as cash. No credit needed. Can't haul it all? Ask about free delivery. Premier Rental Purchase in the Country Fair Plaza next to Family Dollar.
Nothing
Nothing says family like your dining room table. A dining set from Sanborn's will be treasured for your family for years to come. We have over 30 dining sets in stock in both contemporary and traditional styles. Plus, you can choose from a variety of finishes to complement your decor. We offer expert delivery and up to 12 months financing to qualified buyers. Make every meal a true family affair. Gather around a dining room table from Sanborn's for your home, US 20 West, Angola. Hi, I'm Sandy Sanborn from Sanborn's for your home, inviting you to shop our 50th anniversary clearance sale. This is the best time to give your home a fresh look for fall. We're offering the lowest prices of the season on all indoor and outdoor furniture, flooring, therapeutic bedding, grills, and more. Plus, there's up to 12 months financing to qualified buyers. Make today the day you save during the 50th anniversary clearance sale at Sanborn's for your home, US 20 West, Angola.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
It's halftime here at Lakeview High School on Battle Creek's west side in varsity girls basketball action. The Lakeview Spartans are leading the visiting Coldwater Cardinals 24-16. Halftime report brought to you by Branch County Abstract and Title. Wishing good luck to the Cardinals. For title insurance, escrow closings, or other title or abstract services, turn to Branch County Abstract and Title. Locally owned and operated, they've been serving Branch County since 1887, where they strive to serve their customers. Branch County Abstract and Title, located at 22 Tibbetts Plaza off Hanchett Street, Coldwater. Call them at 278-6960. Scoring for the Cardinals, Carly Crabtree with 2, Abby Herman with 2, Brooklyn Carey with 2, and Brooke Moore with 10. Of the Cardinals, 16 points. In fact, she's leading all scorers at this point. For Lakeview, Addison Hudson with 7, Peyton Russell and Brazil Watkins with 6 apiece, Annalise Palma with 3, and Mia Abbey with 2 of the Spartans' 24. By the quarters, 12-7 in the first, 12-9 in the second, all favoring the girls in purple and white.
Well, Sean, it was really good to see the Cardinals switching off a little between man and zone there in the first half. I think at the beginning of the game they were really trying to get some easy baskets quickly on the fast break. They really looked to move the ball quickly, but Lakeview was back for the most part, but that's good to see as well. The shooting of Brooke Moore in that first half certainly has kept them close, as she's knocked down 2 threes, hit both of her free throws, and then had another basket besides. So Brooke with 3 steals and a rebound to go with her 10 points. Carly with a couple really nice assists. She's not really looked to shoot too much in this first half, and she's looked to be more of a facilitator, and she's set up a couple of nice baskets. She's got 3 rebounds as well. Allison Miller continues her hustle out on the floor. 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal for Allison Miller, the sophomore here. Maya Repka has drawn her, as we've been come to expect, 2 charges in that first half. She's got a steal, an assist, and a rebound. Also out on the floor, let's see, Mallory Wilber had a steal and a rebound. Brooklyn Carey with a couple boards as well. So the Cardinals, 17 turnovers in that first half. That's been their game average in the first 2 games. Quite a few of them unforced. Let's see if we can clean that up a little here in this second half. Only down by 8, and, if they can do that, clean up the turnovers a little bit, knock down a couple more shots, they can be right in this. Certainly what looks like 2 teams pretty evenly matched. I think the Watkins girl certainly a factor for Lakeview. She's all over the place, the junior in her 3rd year on the varsity, so we'll have to watch for that.
Later tonight, it'll be the varsity boys basketball opener for Coldwater and Lakeview. Quickly talking about the Lakeview Spartan boys. They finished just a smidge under 500 at 9-12 overall last year. 2-6 in the SMAC East, unfortunately, puts them last in the league. Their season ended with a 3-point loss to Battle Creek Central in the first round of the Loy Norix District. But for Steve Wickman, he finally has a team with a lot of returning veterans. The past 3-4 years, he's talking about how young and inexperienced the team has been. Not so much this year with among the key returners, Tommy Moore, 18.9 points per game he averaged last year, and Harrison Jewell, who averaged 8.5 points and 2.9 rebounds a game.
Yeah, it is a heavily senior roster for Coach Wickman. And Tommy Moore, I remember we saw him as a sophomore. He transferred up from somewhere in Indiana, and took him about a year to kind of, I think, fit in and get a feeling for play up here. But boy, he had a big year a year ago at about, as you mentioned, 18 a game. He's a 5'9" point guard. He'll be certainly a factor in this boys game. Looking across the way here, Sean, I noticed Coach Jen Clark in a walking boot here. That's news since we saw her at the last game.
I'm not exactly sure what happened.
Yeah.
But yesterday, the underclassmen girls lost both of their games, the freshmen in overtime to Lakeview.
Yes, I heard that this morning. And the boys, I heard the JVs got a win.
The JV boys did, in fact, get the win. The freshmen were idle. One of those nights off that they needed to get in order to be able to play the 3 games in the recently revived freshman tournament.
Oh, so glad to hear that. Such a great tradition over there at Legg Middle School, the Exchange Club sponsoring. Yeah, my old player, Jet Galloway, led the JVs with 16. It was good to hear that. And getting off on the right foot there with Jordan Eddy's team.
Second half of varsity girls basketball coming up in a minute. Your halftime score, Lakeview 24, Coldwater 16. You're listening to Cardinal Girls Basketball on WTVB.
Always striving to be the best and serve their delicious food and great drinks. The Willows would like to sincerely thank the community for voting the Willows Bar and Grill in Coldwater the place with the best happy hour, best burger, best outdoor dining, best place to have a cold beer, and the best sports bar in Branch County. And remember, at the Willows, there's
Buck a beer.
Buck a what?
Buck a beer. Get domestic cans for just $1 on Thursday at the Willows.
What about Pop to Go with a delicious Willows burger?
All day Thursday, Buck a Pop, Buck a beer, and delicious Willow burgers every day. And hey, don't forget, hot soup and homemade chili for the winter. You know it's delicious.
Stop in on Sundays and enjoy a Bloody Mary as you watch the football games. Check out the daily specials, and the craft beers are here too.
Come join us at the Willows for the Friday night all-you-can-eat fish fry. Now that's delicious. Follow us on Facebook too.
The Willows Bar and Grill, just east of River Road on US 12 in Coldwater.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Be listening to the end of our broadcast. We'll name a McDonald's player of the game for your local area McDonald's restaurants. We'll also name a McDonald's player of the game after this contest. Of course, once we get done here, we got varsity boys basketball action coming up. Coldwater moving from right to left across your radio dial, and Lakeview from left to right as we have switched sides. Allison Miller will trigger to Maya Repka to start the second half. Cardinals will look to claw into this Lakeview lead, which currently stands at 8. It's been as much as 10.
Boy, you just kind of have the feeling, they're just right there. They just need to knock down a couple more shots, and I think Cardinals will be right in it.
Brooke Moore leading all scorers with 10 points. Almost had the ball taken away from her. Get it on the weave. Mallory Wilber gets the ball back. Finds Maya Repka. Now to Moore. Bounce it inside. Mallory Wilber trying to streak. Ball kind of out of control. Comes out to Carly Crabtree. She got knocked down. Now she's tangled up with Addison Hudson. They both get up a little slowly. It was a miss by Crabtree. Here comes Lakeview. They have an unforced turnover of their own.
Yeah, Watkins tried to sling one across the court. Didn't make it. Yeah, Carly apparently was knocked down after that three, and she hit the deck, and then the Lakeview girl tumbled onto her.
Their legs kind of got tangled into each other.
Yeah, Lakeview in a 3-2 zone here to start the second half.
We saw a lot of that near the end of the second quarter. A missed three-pointer by Brooke Moore. Lakeview trying to save it, but Palma just ran out of room. And there's a lot of room on both ends of the court.
True. That was Carly's hustle that forced that. She went in for that offensive rebound, and it went off a Lakeview girl.
Carly with the ball on the right wing, drives the baseline, shoots over her defender, a little strong. Battling for the ball is Miller and Moore. Moore gets the ball from a falling away Mallory Wilber. She's clogged up. Now it comes out to Miller on the left wing. Maya to Mallory Wilber. Drives baseline. Bounce pass looking for Miller. Loose ball comes up top to Repka. Now Crabtree, right corner three. That clunks off the front of the rim. Trying to get the ball was Maya Repka and also Palma for Lakeview. Control will stay with the Cardinals. 6:43 left in the third quarter. Spartans lead by 8. Crabtree is looking and finds an open Brookmore on the left corner. She draws a foul from Addison Hudson, and that's going to be her third foul, team first the second half.
Yeah, good to see Brooke take it to the rim.
No substitution yet. The inbound comes to Miller, up top to Repka. Being clogged up by her defender, Brazil Watkins. It's both sets of starters on the floor for Lakeview. Watkins, Palma, Abby, Hudson, and Russell. And for Coldwater, Repka, Miller, Mallory Wilber, Crabtree, and Moore. Crabtree had the ball taken away top of the key by Palma. Here comes Brazil Watkins, 1-on-2 break. Couldn't knock Maya Repka over, but the loose ball comes to Allison Miller. Long pass, Mallory Wilber drives, get it out to Crabtree, drives baseline, scoop shot off the glass, and rattles in.
Nicely done to the rack by Carly. Allison Miller with that steal down here was kind of forced by Maya with her good defense.
The bounce pass looking for Russell, off of her and taken away by the Cardinals. Mallory Wilber to Maya Repka, ball knocked away. Maya finds Wilber, and Wilber scores. That's Mallory Wilber, the younger of the two Wilber sisters. And just like that, Cards are within 4.
Yeah, that's Repka with the assist. And Mallory got the steal down here, and again, that was forced by Maya.
Another bad pass intended for Russell, taken away by the Cardinals. Long to Maya Repka, too long to the left, and the ball comes to Russell. Russell to Watkins. Nobody in a red uniform within 40 feet of her. She gets the layup and will get a timeout. Lakeview calls a 30-second timeout, so they have 3 timeouts left, Coldwater with 4. 26-20 after that exchange of buckets, 5:19 left to play in the third quarter. It's kind of a rough-looking start to the third quarter, Murph.
Well, and boy, Maya made her presence felt down here. She was our player of the game in last Thursday's contest, and wow, she's had a couple takeaways here, and she forced a couple turnovers at this defensive end. Had a nice assist to Mallory Wilber.
Not to mention the rug burn she picked up from the 2 charges she took tonight.
Right.
To go with, how many did she have last Friday? 2?
2 and 2. Carly had a nice drive to the basket, and she set up an offensive rebound as well. So some good things happening here in the second half.
Cardinal ball, they can cut the lead to 4 or 3 this trip up the floor. Here's Mallory Wilber feeding Miller inside. Her attempted shot deflected, taken away by Lakeview. Here comes Addison Hudson, who's still on the floor with her 3 fouls. Peyton Russell is on the floor with 2 fouls. Hudson gets the ball back. She's on the right wing. Russell sets a screen. Now a dribble drive by Palma along the right baseline. A little traveling music, Sammy.
Yeah, that was good help defense by Brooke Moore there on the baseline. Forced that extra little step. Well, let's see. The Cardinals have moved the ball pretty well against this Lakeview zone. They've looked to get it inside if they can.
Hudson finally taking a seat. Madeline Deal in for her. Cardinal ball, trailing by 6. Mallory Wilber finding Carly Crabtree. Get it to an open Maddie Beckhuse, and long 2 from the left corner is good.
Another assist for Carly. She was playing the point that time, and Maddie Beckhuse got her feet set.
Brazil Watkins open for 3, but it was too strong off the rim. Crabtree with a rebound. Here come the Cardinals. Maddie Beckhuse trying to get it to Mallory Wilber off of her fingertips. They say it was last touched by one of the Spartans, so
Cardinals need to get more bounce passes against this zone. They're getting these chest passes deflected.
The inbound from Crabtree to Brooke Moore. Back to Crabtree. Open right wing 3. Bam!
There she goes.
She finally got one.
Yep, Brooke Moore with the assist there from the point that time. And, hey, we're within one.
26-25. The Cardinals thus far outscoring Lakeview 9-2 in the third quarter. Still 9-2 with a miss on the left blocks by Palma. Whistle. And the ball's going to go back to Coldwater. Bodies crashing underneath the bucket and the ball off of one of the Lakeview players.
Yeah, that's the 6th rebound for Allison Miller.
Oh, Miller, Wilbur, Beckhusen, Crabtree, and Moore on the floor for Coldwater right now. Oh, Maya Repka sitting on the bench right now, taking a breather.
Yeah, nice job, Mallory Wilber from the wing. Got it low to Brooke Moore. She drew the foul. Cardinals with a chance to take the lead here. Carly's going to inbound from under her own basket.
Peyton Russell just picked up her third foul for Lakeview. She's sub 4. The inbound comes to Miller. Hands off to Crabtree. Roams the perimeter. Looking at the front of the 3-2 zone. Pass inside intercepted by Jayla Carpenter, who had come in for Russell. Finds Brazil Watkins. Watkins off a couple of screens along the right blocks. Out the bucket and one.
Well, Watkins goes hard to the rack that time and drew the foul. She looked really determined to get that ball into the lane.
Beckhusen with her first foul, team first of the second half. Now 10 points for Brazil Watkins. Could be 11 if she finishes on the three-point play. Current score is 28-25 Lakeview. 29-25 with a made three-point play. Here come the Cardinals. Nice pass from Crabtree to Moore. Inside, get it back out to the perimeter. Swing the ball around. Mallory Wilber, right corner three, spins off the back of the hoop. Loose ball collected by Crabtree. Trying to take it back outside, finds Moore. Now get it to an open Miller. Long two went in and out of the hoop, and the rebound by Carpenter. Carpenter finds Watkins. Watkins driving down the middle of the lane. Defense collapses, but Watkins still finishes. And just like that, we're back to a 6-point Spartan lead, 31-25.
Yep, 5 in a row for Lakeview after the Cardinals had that run.
Three-pointer by Crabtree's good.
Carly, good to see that. 2 threes here in this second half. She has 10 now to match Brooke Moore.
31-28. Cardinals within 3 once again. Watkins has the ball between the circles for Lakeview. Coming out on her defensively is Mallory Wilber. Bounce pass goes inside. Caitlin Kloss turns around, shoots and misses. Loose ball collected by Moore. Moore has Palma come out on her hip. Finds Mallory Wilber as Lakeview gets set on their defense. Open, left wing three for the tie. It's good for Crabtree.
Well, you knew that's all Carly needed was to see a couple go through the hoop, and she's got 3 of them here in the second half, and we've got a tie game.
And we also have a timeout taken by Blake Shaw, the first-year head coach of the Lakeview Spartan varsity. He has been a JV coach under the recently retired Don Bussler for a number of years.
Boy, what do we have? What was our halftime score, Sean?
Our halftime score was 24-16. Now it's a 31-31 tie with 1:47 left in the third quarter.
So if I do my math right, that would be 15-7. 15-7. Cardinals with the edge here so far in the third quarter. It's been fueled by Carly's 3 threes, and I think she's got a deuce beside that.
Yep. Wilber with a bucket and Maddie Beckhusen with a bucket in this quarter. Meanwhile, all 7 Lakeview points in this quarter coming from Brazil Watkins.
Yeah, she's kind of become more assertive here in this third quarter. She is a really talented player. But good to see the Cardinals come out. Both teams playing zone strictly in this third quarter. Cardinals in their 2-3 have found that it works pretty well for them.
Interesting to have that pan out that way.
Yeah, I think the coaching staff looked at that game against Kalamazoo Central and thought, boy, it worked pretty well. Let's give it a go.
Got a couple of interesting JV girls basketball scores from around the Interstate 8. After 3, Mason leading Jackson Northwest 25-23. After 3, Olivet leads Penfield 38-34. Here it's varsity girls basketball, and it's a 31-31 tie between Coldwater and Lakeview coming up later tonight. The varsity boys basketball season opener between the Cardinals and the Spartans.
Got Mallory Wilber and Maddie Beckhuse in at the front of that zone.
Whistle and a foul, a reach-in foul committed by,
Brooke,
is that Miller?
I think Brooke Moore.
40 instead of 20. So first foul on Moore, second on the team. Maya Rucka will come back in for Maddie Beckhuse, and on the Coldwater side.
Really nobody in foul trouble for the Cardinals.
I've got every Coldwater player that's fouled with only one thus far. Meanwhile, we had Peyton Russell and Addison Hudson with 3 fouls apiece for Lakeview, and look who's out there on the floor right now, Addison Hudson. 3-pointer by Mia Abbey missed, and the ball goes out of bounds back to Coldwater. Also out there is Peyton Russell with her 3 fouls. It's almost as if Coach Blake Shaw didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, she's a pretty key girl for him.
Bounce pass off of Miller's kneecap. It's picked up by Wilbur. Open up top, Brooke Moore. Clunk it off the front of the rim, and rebound by Hudson. 31-31 tie with a minute left to play in the third quarter. Here's Watkins catching on the right corner, cut off by a double team of Miller and Moore. Now back between the circles to Hudson. To Watkins, holds the ball up high, get the cross-court pass to Abbey. Abbey knocks over Repka, no call. 3-pointer missed by Russell. Loose ball picked up and scored upon by Annalise Palma.
That's one thing, these last couple possessions, Cardinals have had trouble clearing that defensive board.
Lakeview regains the lead, 33-31. Cardinals try to play for the final shot of the quarter. No, they're not. They're going to turn the ball over to Lakeview thanks to a traveling violation committed by Maya Repka.
You know, that's just the third turnover here, and we're almost done with the third quarter, so vast improvement there for Coldwater.
Third turnover in this quarter, and how many did they have in the half?
17 at the half. Yeah, so much better job of taking care of the ball here.
15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Lakeview playing for the final shot of the frame. Hudson to Watkins on the right wing. Repka guarding her in the defensive set. Get the cross-court pass to Addison Hudson, immediately clogged up by Crabtree. Forces up a shot, and it goes a little short. After 3 quarters of varsity girls basketball, Lakeview 33, Coldwater 31. Final quarter of regulation in a minute. You're listening to Cardinal girls basketball on WTVB.
I just love this restaurant, El Chorrito.
That's El Cerrito.
Oh, right. They have the best chimichangas.
Actually, it's chimichangas. You must not eat Mexican food very often.
Yes, at least once a week, but El Chorrito is my favorite.
Stop by El Cerrito for lunch or dinner, even if you can't pronounce it. They'll serve up an endless bowl of chips and salsa while you decide what menu item will fill your craving. El Cerrito Mexican Restaurant in downtown Coldwater and in the Kroger Plaza, Hillsdale.
Warner Oil goes above and beyond when it comes to offering quality products like premium number 2 diesel fuel. Owner Mark Loveberry explains.
There is a difference between number 2 diesel fuel and premium number 2 diesel fuel. There is a lubricity improver that brings the level of lubricity up in the diesel fuel to the OEM. Also, there is a detergent package that is in this product, and what that does is it keeps the tip of the injector clean.
Warner Oil, serving Southern Michigan since 1930. Call Warner Oil in Coldwater, Reading, or Sturgis.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
A 15-9 third quarter favoring the Cardinals. That's why they were able to come all the way back from an 8-point halftime deficit to only trail by 2 as we head into the final quarter of regulation. Maya Repka to trigger in front of our broadcast position.
Yeah, and Carly had 11 of those, 3 threes and another basket, so really good to see Carly finding her range here. Lakeview is going to start out man-to-man here in the fourth quarter.
Miller has the ball sideline right, now driving baseline, ball poked away by Watkins. Coldwater will get it back underneath their bucket. Now they say, okay, there we go. We thought it looked like a Lakeview player was trying to fake the referees out. Crabtree inbounds to Miller. On the left corner she's at. Moore trying to sling it inside to Miller. Fumbles the ball. A double team closes in on her. Ball goes out of bounds. Russell did get a piece of a fingernail on it, so the ball will go back to Coldwater.
Allison got a break there, right off the Lakeview hand.
Crabtree has the ball 20 feet away from the bucket. Hops up, get it out to Miller on the left wing. Swing the ball around. Here's Repka trying to feed Crabtree inside. Fouled from behind by Watkins. That will be just her first foul.
Yep. Abby Herman has checked into that lineup for the Cardinals. The only new face here.
Coming in for, I think she came in for Wilber.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep.
Traveling violation committed by Moore as Mia Abbey played tough man-to-man defense on the left wing. 33-31, Lakeview on top of Coldwater. 31 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Oh, they're going to stay in that 2-3 zone. Allison Miller's at the top of it now with Maya.
Here's Watkins. Up top it comes to Addison Hudson. Now back to Watkins. Wide open three-pointer. Bam. That's her first of the game.
Yep, what's she up to?
16 points now. Back to a 5-point Lakeview lead, 36-31. Herman, a double team on the right wing, gets away from that. Finds Miller trying to drive to the weak side, but coughs the ball up to Watkins. Watkins quickly up the other end of the floor. Spin move with a double team in front of her, and we're going to get, instead of an offensive foul on Watkins, it is going to be an offensive foul on Watkins, and Crabtree took the charge.
She did. It was good help defense. Watkins coming in through the lane, and that 2-3 zone, Carly was able to draw the charge.
Watkins' second foul is the team fourth. Moore driving baseline, misses the runner. Loose ball collected by Crabtree. Put it up, put it back in.
Carly with her sixth rebound. That matches Miller for the Cardinals.
And that's now 15 on the night for Crabtree. Cardinals within 3, 36-33. Lob pass inside to Palma. She's fouled on her take. She'll go up and shoot a pair. Not that many free throws taken by either team tonight.
Yeah, Carly got the block on the initial shot, but Lakeview was able to get the ball before it got to the rim.
Miller with her first foul and the team third.
Allison has been off the floor very little tonight. She is. She has a lot of. What's the word? I'm looking for. She's out there a lot. Let's put it that way.
Palma bricks the first from the free throw line. Herman out and Wilber back in, so we're back to our starting unit. Almost. Palma splits the pair from the charity stripe. So it's Repka, Wilber, Moore, Crabtree, and Miller. The five on the floor for Coldwater right now. Repka pass inside to Crabtree. Double team on her. Now back out to Maya. Open right wing three. Short off the rim. One and done. The ball bounces to Palma. Here comes Watkins quickly. Watkins, a 1-on-2 break. Maya taking a tumble. There's no foul call. Loose ball. Going to be picked up on the one by Wilber. Finds Crabtree. Crabtree across half court. Loses the dribble. Manages to retain possession. Now an open Maya Repka on the left wing. A traveling violation as Addison Hilton playing tough D, trying to poke the ball away. Maya got the ball back, but was in motion before putting the ball down on the floor. You can't do that. Coach Murphy said so, and Coach Watson said so, even though I don't really count myself as a coach. 37-33, a two-possession game for Lakeview. 4-point lead, 5:29 left to play in the fourth quarter. Dribble drive by Russell. Double team on her, misses, hits the bottom of the rim. Repka with a rebound. Finds Crabtree sideline right. Carly Crabtree lobbed the ball looking for Miller. It was deflected away by the double team of Watkins and Russell off of Russell's fingertips. Coldwater ball with 5:16 left to play in regulation. Got to start thinking about that, Murph.
Well, they're down just 4 here. Nice inbound play.
And Mallory Wilber draws a foul.
Yeah. Someone set a pick back for Mallory when she was at the elbow, and Carly found her on that inbounds play.
Kaylee Ross with her first foul and the team fifth. First to 2 from Mallory Wilber. Nothing but net. Back to within 3. Lakeview's led wire to wire, although the Cardinals had it tied for a brief period. A miss on the back end, so a split of the pair from the free throw line. Makes it a one-possession game, 37-34, 5:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. Hot shot of a pass off the fingertips of Hudson and out of bounds into the student section for Lakeview.
Yep, just right through her hands. Coldwater down just 3 here. Carly brings it down at the point. Maya's going to go down low.
Cardinals could tie it with a three-pointer. Maya sling it to Mallory Wilber. I'll get it out to Carly. She's on the left wing with defense coming from Palma. Bounce it to Repka. A drive and a score on the runner. Her first bucket of the game is a big one. Brings the Cardinals to within 1.
Yep, on the 4th assist from Crabtree.
37-36, trying to back her way in. The reverse is good for Palma. After that exchange of buckets, it's 39-36 Lakeview, 4:25 left. Here's Crabtree. Left-handed dribble, get it out to Wilber. Fake the three-pointer. Now back top of the key. Deep 3 for Crabtree. And we're tied.
That was a good step behind the three-point line.
It's a 39-39 tie. We're near the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Whistle. And Blake Shaw took his another timeout. Timeout coming with 4:06 left. A 39-39 tie between the Coldwater Cardinals and the Lakeview Spartans. Remember, at one point in the second quarter, the Cardinals were down 10.
Yes, and it's a pretty big shootout developing between the junior Brazil Watkins with 16 leading the way for Lakeview, and Carly Crabtree now with 18, 16 of those in the second half that has fueled this comeback that have seen the Cardinals tie it here at 39. Don't believe they've had the lead yet, right, Sean?
No, they have not. They had it tied. This is now the second time they've had it tied tonight.
Yep, so hey, that, we were talking at halftime. They just seemed like they were ready to make that move. They were just couldn't get that basket to get over the hump. But boy, this second half they've really come out. I thought they looked a little tired here. Just the last couple of minutes, they had a couple unforced turnovers. Allison Miller's played a lot of minutes.
I don't think
Moore has.
I was going to say, I don't think Miller's come out of the game yet tonight.
If she did, it was for about 20 seconds.
Lakeview all coming out of the timeout. Annalise Palma to trigger to our right. Finds Watkins, who is sandwiched at the free throw line. The runner down the middle, no good for Watkins. Loose ball collected by Peyton Russell. The turnaround shot is good from 3. Lakeview regains the lead, 41-39. Mallory Wilber to Brooke Moore. She's on the left wing. Hands off to Maya Repka.
Lakeview staying in this man-to-man.
To Crabtree on the free throw line. As triple team surrounds her. One of that triple team is going to get dinged for the foul.
Yeah, it'll be the next one. Will be 1-1. So Coldwater, Carly will trigger it under the basket.
Fortunately for Lakeview, it's Kaylee Ross that picks up her second. There are a couple of girls that have 3 fouls apiece for Lakeview. Addison Hudson and Peyton Russell. They're on the floor, and I think they were part of the triple team on Crabtree. Nice feed to Mallory Wilber on the inbound play. She draws a foul.
Yeah, same play they ran successfully the last time down there, just from the other side. So instead of Mallory being on the left side of the basket, she came on the right.
And now there are 3 Lakeview players with 3 fouls apiece. Kaylee Ross just picking up her third, and now the team's 7th. First of 2, rolls off the hoop, does not go in for Mallory Wilber.
Freshman coach Brian Kelly giving Maya Repka a couple little pointers over on the sideline.
Brianna Carey coming in for Kaylee Ross for Lakeview. Wilber splits the pair. Cardinals within 1, 41-40.
Mallory with 4 now. Are they all free throws, Sean?
She did have a third quarter bucket.
Yeah, okay.
I have her at 2 of 5 from the charity stripe thus far.
Ball knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals. Here they are. They are.
Palma trying to trigger to Russell. It was intercepted by Wilber. Mallory Wilber finds more, and now Maya Repka gets it across the timeline. Maya up top to Wilber. Thought about the three-pointer, but attacks a weak side. Rejection from behind by Russell, and the ball tracked down by Carey. Loose ball is going to be picked up on the run by Lakeview's Watkins. 1-on-2 break, layup short off the rim. Ball tip picked up by Crabtree. Here she comes from right to left. Crabtree, get it to Brooke Moore. Wide open three for the lead. It's short. Rebound by Russell.
Yeah, the Cardinals, nice job defensively on Watkins this last time down.
41-40 Lakeview, 2:35 left to play in regulation. Here's Watkins. Sideline right, moving to the baseline. Nice wide open turnaround shot for Addison Hudson, except that she missed.
Mallory Wilber had that nice drive to the basket last time down here, but Coach Smoker would tell her to use that left hand.
Now here's Wilber. Deep three, wide open, short off the rim. Miller trying to box out for the rebound, taken away by Russell. And we're going to get just Allison Miller's second foul of the game. Yep.
Cardinals are going to take a quick 30-second here.
Allison Miller with her second foul, and just the team third in the second half. That's kind of a mind-boggling stat on its own.
Well, you know, and that's one of Coach Ken Smoker's goals is to commit a few amount of fouls, and they've been able to do that. No one has been in any sort of trouble tonight. So it'll be out of bounds to Lakeview. They're clinging to this 41-40 lead with just 2:10 to go.
You're listening to Coldwater Cardinal girls basketball on AM 1590 WTVB Coldwater, FM 95.5 W238 CD Coldwater, Facebook Live and WTVBAM.com, all services of Midwest Communications. Once we get this girls basketball game wrapped up, it'll be the season opener for the Coldwater Cardinal boys basketball team as they take on the Spartans from here at Battle Creek's west side. I'm Sean Watson. He's Mike Murphy. We got 2:10 left to play in the fourth quarter in regulation of this girls basketball game between Coldwater and Lakeview. The Lady Spartans lead 41-40. Lakeview has the ball coming out of the timeout. The dribble drive by Addison Hudson. She's in trouble. Finds Peyton Russell. Baseline right side. Misses the runner, and Crabtree takes away the rebound.
Here comes Carly bringing it down. Cardinals with a chance to take the lead.
Crabtree dishes off to Miller. Clogged up by her defender, Jada Carpenter on the right wing. Now the ball comes inside, back out to Crabtree on the right corner. Drive to the baseline, the runner good. Cardinals with their first lead of the night.
Carly with 20 now.
42-41.
Allison Miller has the assignment of Watkins here. They're man-to-man.
A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jayla Carpenter on the left wing. Get it to Peyton Russell. Drives baseline. Misses the shot. Loose ball collected by Repka. Repka finds Crabtree off of her fingertips. She tracks it down in front of the scorer's table. Here she comes. Crabtree to the baseline and a score.
Oh, great control by Carly there. She had the ball, a bit of a loose ball at half court and just kind of brought it down in spurts.
Carly Crabtree is basically saying tonight, ride my hot hand, team. 44-41. 44-43 thanks to a falling down shot by Brazil Watkins. There's now 40 seconds left.
She basically went through the entire Cardinal team there to get that basket.
Timeout Ken Smoker with 37.5 seconds left in regulation. Coldwater 44, Lakeview 43. So to give you a game reset, possession right now pointing toward Lakeview. Lakeview with 17 fouls, so Coldwater's in the 1-and-1. Coldwater has a couple of fouls yet to give. They only have 4 fouls up on the board. Each team now has 2 timeouts left. So to go over the foul situation, Allison Miller with 2 fouls. She's the only Coldwater player in any sort of quote-unquote foul trouble. For Lakeview, we got Addison Hudson, Peyton Russell, and Kaylee Ross with 3 apiece. I believe Ross is at the bench, but Hudson and Russell have been playing pretty much the entire fourth quarter with those 3 fouls.
Well, it's been Carly's 20 second half points that have fueled this comeback. Cardinals down 8 at the half, just 2 at the end of the third quarter, and just 6 second half turnovers instead of those 17 that they had in the first half. Rebounders, Crabtree with 8, Miller with 6, Carly with 4 assists, Brookmore with 3 steals, as does Mallory Wilber. Maya Repka has had a really good floor game as well here. Coach Ken Smoker got his bench in that first half, but this second half he's pretty well rode these 6 girls.
Ooh, oh my goodness. Inbound to Carly Crabtree. She lost her balance. Lakeview with the steal. Missed layup, though, underneath by Hudson. Ball comes to Annalise Palma. She's on the right corner, and she double dribbled right in front of the Lakeview student section.
Oh, a huge break for the Cardinals. That inbounds play. Carly received the ball. Now we're going to get a timeout.
Lakeview, no, it looks like Coldwater took another timeout. So, yeah, let's go back to that last inbound. Carly received the inbound, but in front of the half-court line, and she was falling down. That was troublesome all the way. She could have gotten the over and back, but instead wound up coughing up the ball to a Lakeview player.
Yep, she caught the ball on the inbound right in front of the 10-second line. Kind of lost her balance, knew it was going to be an over and back, so just left it there. And Lakeview missed a shot at this end, but then turned it over themselves. When you're going to get that ball anywhere near the half-court line, of course, they always tell you to catch it in the backcourt. But 44-43, 25.9 to go, and Coldwater to inbound. Lakeview will certainly be full court. Let's see if it's going to be a zone or man-to-man.
Again, for those of you just tuning in right now, it's helpful to remember the Cardinals just recently getting the lead for the first time. Lakeview had led most of the night. There had been a couple of times, and at one point, Lakeview led by as many as 10.
And I would think Mallory Wilber's wide open in front of us here.
Repka triggers to Crabtree, immediately doubled up, finds Repka. 22 seconds left to play. Reach around foul committed by Palma.
Yep.
Just her first, and it'll be the team 8th.
Yeah, if they did not get the steal immediately, they were going to foul, and so Maya is going to go to the line for 1-and-1.
I've got her at 50% on the season. She was 5 of 10 in the game against Kalamazoo Central. She has not gone up the free throw line yet tonight. Lakeview will rotate Mia Abbey. And Coldwater will call their final timeout before Maya Repka takes these free throws. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Repka with exactly 21 seconds left.
Yeah, usually you, of course, see the opposing team call the timeout when someone is at the free throw line, but I think Coach Ken Smoker has a lot of confidence in Maya there at the line. He wants to run through their strategy for this last 21 seconds. Allison Miller has had the assignment of Brazil Watkins on the man-to-man when they come down. They've done a good job. She hasn't scored too much of late. She has 18 to lead the Spartans. She's the only one in double figures.
Annalise Palma is close. She has 9, and Peyton Russell has 8.
Yeah. For the Cardinals, Brooke Moore has 10. She had those all in the first half that really kept the Cardinals close. 10 of the 16 at the half, and then the second half, of course, has been largely Carly with her 20.
20 second half points, 22 in total. And the Cardinals with a 1-point lead heading into these really important free throws. This 1-and-1 for Maya Repka. Her first trip to the free throw line tonight. Shoot 'em like older sister. No, it bounces off the rim, whistle, and we have a foul on the rebound try.
Going to get a foul on Carly trying to get the rebound. They knew they had one to give there.
Well, they do have one more yet to give other end of the floor.
Okay,
Watkins has the ball. Trailing by 1, forces up a shot from the free throw line. It's good.
10 seconds to go.
Here comes Carly Crabtree across the timeline. Carly, give it up to Wilber. Three-pointer for the win. No good. Rebound. Blocked away. And Lakeview's going to win it. Lakeview is the one that gets their first win of the season tonight. A heartbreaker for the Coldwater Cardinals. They fall 45-44.
The way it played out there at the end, Maya couldn't get that first of a 1-and-1 to fall. And Lakeview came down. Watkins with a spinner in the lane from about 8 feet out. Got it to go off the glass. Carly brought it down, got it over to Mallory Wilber for an open wing shot. Just couldn't quite find the net. 45-44. What a huge second half effort by the Cardinals, falling just a point short tonight.
So it's Coldwater that drops to 0-3. Lakeview improves to 1-2, but neither team looked like an 0-2 team coming in.
It was a very entertaining game here for the third game of the season for the Cardinals anyway. And again, I think you're going to have to say quite a bit of improvement for the Lady Cards from game 1 to game 2 and now 3.
The Buckland Law Between Games report coming up in 2 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Girls Basketball on WTVB.
What is it that separates Haas Kaywood PC from other law firms? They listen to your needs and your concerns. Haas Kaywood PC provides cutting-edge legal representation with a hometown approach. In Southwest Michigan and Northern Indiana, Haas Kaywood PC is the name to know for business, commercial, and personal legal services. Visit their website at HaasKaywood.com. That's HaasKaywood.com. Haas Kaywood PC, the attorneys to know, the name to trust. Now serving the community with offices in Sturgis and Coldwater.
Gly's Farm Market Bakery and Orchard wants to help you feed your holiday guests this season. Stop by their bakery and choose your favorite varieties of pies, fudge, donuts, and more. Don't forget to pick up Michigan wines and craft beers, and remember to place your order for gift baskets, perfect for everyone on your list. Christmas decor is now arriving daily at Gly's, and Christmas trees, flocked trees, and wreaths will be coming soon. Check Gly's Facebook page for more information. Gly's Farm Market, Bakery and Orchard, 464 North Willowbrook Road in Coldwater.
Propane is an affordable, safe, economical, clean-burning fuel when used properly. At Sheetz LP Gas, their employees receive continuous training to make sure your family comfortably enjoys all the benefits that propane can provide while keeping your family safe. Cheap gas is not everything, and you can't put a price on the safety of your family and home. Trust the pros in propane. Sheetz LP Gas. Call 800-343-8311. That's 800-343-8311. Your Christmas list done. Fill your sleigh at Premier Rental Purchase and enjoy up to 6 months same as cash on the best gifts. Choose from power tools, gaming systems, smart TVs, Beats headphones, kids power vehicles, name brand furniture and appliances, KitchenAid mixers, Michael Kors purses, and much, much more. Rent to own. Pay cash for a huge discount or choose up to 6 months same as cash. No credit needed. Can't haul it all? Ask about free delivery. Premier Rental Purchase in the Country Fair Plaza next to Family Dollar.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Our Between Games report is brought to you by Buckland Law PLC. Buckland Law is a full-service law firm with attorneys handling matters that include but are not limited to family law, criminal defense, estate planning, and elder law. Buckland Law on Division Street in Coldwater supports family, community, and Coldwater athletics. Heartbreaking loss for the Coldwater Cardinal girls. They fall to the Lakeview Spartans 45-44, and here's how they scored for the victorious Spartans, who improved to 1-2. Brazil Watkins with 20, Annalise Palma with 8 points, Mia Abbey with 2, Addison Hudson with 7, and Peyton Russell with 8. That is Lakeview's 45. For Coldwater, they dropped to 0-3. They were led by Carly Crabtree's 22 points, 20 in the second half. Brookmore with 10 points, all in the first half. After them, Mallory Wilber with 4, and 2 apiece for Maddie Beckhusen, Maya Repka, Abby Herman, and Brooklyn Carey for Coldwater's 44. By the quarters, 12-7 in the first for Lakeview, 12-9 in the second for Lakeview, 15-9 in the third for Coldwater, 13-12 in the fourth for Coldwater. Let's go over some of your other stats.
Yeah, so it was the Cardinals outscoring Lakeview 28-21 in that second half to bring their comeback and take that 1-point lead down the stretch, but then Brazil Watkins did her thing. We've got Taylor Wilber with a rebound on the night, Alyssa Bach with a couple of them. Maya had her usual all-around floor game, a couple steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 charges. Deuces were wild for Maya tonight,
I guess.
Allison Miller, boy, you can't say enough about her endurance was the word I was looking for earlier, and boy, she leaves it on the floor. 2 steals, an assist, 7 rebounds, and her playing defense on Watkins, tells you about her defensive responsibilities. Mallory Wilber with 3 steals, 2 rebounds. Good effort by Mallory. She got a lot of minutes tonight. Carly with this huge second half, and just so good, I think, for the Cardinal fans to see her find her stroke in that second half. She had a steal, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. She drew a charge as well. Brooklyn Carey, a couple of rebounds. Brooke Moore, 3 steals, an assist, and 3 rebounds for the sophomore. Everybody.
Here comes Ken Smoker.
Okay. Yeah, everybody saw action. Abby Herman, Bishop was in the game, Foster, and Beck Husen as well. Everybody on the roster.
Also, Taylor Wilber got in as well.
Yeah, I had her earlier with a rebound.
Yep. Oh, Ken Smoker joining us on our Between Games report. Heartbreaking loss tonight, Coach.
Sure was, but it was a great effort by our girls, and we were in a position to win a basketball game, and can't ask for anything else.
Boy, it looked like, again, improvement from game to game here, Coach. Is that the way you felt?
Yeah, and honestly, Mike, I thought in the first half we only had moments where we played well, but I thought in the second half we played a lot better, and that's what I told them at halftime. There were times where we moved the ball and we cut and we passed and we set screens and we got wide open looks. We missed some layups, we missed some open looks, but you can't control whether they go in or out or not, but it's great to get those quality looks. And then there was also times where we had some people forcing. We stood around and we made silly passes. We had 17 turnovers in the first half. A lot of them were unforced. We just thought we needed to make the perfect pass. In the second half, we went back to just passing, making the easy one. And we also struggled on the defense in the first half. We weren't getting to the ball side, even in our zone. They gave up a couple buckets. We had some times where we didn't box out. I think we gave up 8 points by not getting to the ball side and not boxing out, and we took care of that in the second half as well.
Yeah, and we had you with just 6 turnovers in that second half, so we really cleaned it up.
You and Coach Clark are right on the ball together tonight.
That's twice in a row. By the way, what happened to Jen? How'd she get in the walking boot?
I'm not sure, but she got hurt at work today.
Oh, jeez. Well, you had great effort, Coach, on the boards from Allison Miller. We had her with 7 and Carly with 8. Really did a nice job rebounding. Seeing Carly find her stroke in that second half had to seem pretty good.
Well, you know what? I think for the first time all year, in the second half, she made like 3 shots in a row, and when she came over to the sideline, I said, "How did those shots come?" She said, "Easy." I said, "I know, but how did they come?" And she knew the answer: in the flow. Right. When she's trying to force or thinking she needs us to score, or that we need her to score for us to be successful, it's usually not a high-quality shot. But I thought all those shots in the second half today just came through the flow of our offense, and she's got to trust that the rest of the way. And this might be a good lesson for her right there in the second half.
Yeah, and even in the first half, she didn't shoot the ball much. She was looking to set others up.
She made a bunch of good passes, and that's, you know what else? Those young girls are learning.
Right.
She penetrates, they need to move.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We were saying Allison Miller might have set out about a minute tonight. Boy, that she really leaves it on the floor there.
Yeah, she's, I told you, she had a tough matchup. She had Watkins, but she's quick and she's got those long arms, which makes her, it's tough to play against a person like that. She's still got to get some confidence going offensively, but I'm sure that'll come as well. Yeah. Tough last minute, we put ourselves in a spot to win. We had a few mistakes, but I told them a lot of things happened over the course of the night. It wasn't that last minute, but good learning experience for them, and hopefully we're going to show a lot more improvement on Tuesday.
That would be next Tuesday, next chance for the Cardinals to get their first win of the season. I-8 opener against Hastings.
Correct, and kind of odd that they're driving to Coldwater on a Tuesday night. I'm glad we're not driving up there, but it is what it is. We got a few days here to practice and get ready for them. I don't have any film on them yet, but I'm sure the girls will be prepared, and I think they got to be feeling a lot better about themselves after tonight.
Would think so, too.
Ken Smoker, thanks for your time, and we'll check in with you next Tuesday.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Coach.
And Mike.
It's Ken Smoker joining us on our post-game show. Coldwater falls to Lakeview in the girls' game 45-44. Time now to pick our McDonald's player of the game for your local area McDonald's restaurants. I still like Brooke Moore for what she did in the first half, but I like Carly Crabtree a lot better for what she did in the second half. You want to go co-players of the game tonight?
Well, Brooke did a nice job. I would think we could go with Carly. She, as we were talking, she just had one of those games that is going to kind of signal her senior year, I think, and the Cardinals really needed it. We've had trouble putting the ball in the basket, and it was good to see that happen here tonight.
So it'll be a unanimous choice tonight. Carly Crabtree, our McDonald's player of the game.
With so many deals on the new $1, $2, $3 menu at McDonald's, it's like there's levels to the value. Level 1. Any size soft drink, McChicken, or cheeseburger, just $1. Level 2. Order any small mocha or latte for only $2. Level 3. Or level up to amazing value with a $3 bundle. A McDouble and small fries or 6-piece chicken McNuggets and small fries, just $3. Yum. Only at your Michigan McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
There's holiday deals on Traeger wood-fired grills from Nottawa Gas in Teconcha and Nottawa. You'll also get a 20-pound bag of pellets free while supplies last. Merry Christmas from Nottawa Gas and Traeger wood-fired grills. And don't forget about birdseed, bird houses, and bird feeders. When it comes to birds, think Nottawa Gas. It's a fun place to shop. Nottawa Gas, just south of Teconcha on US 27 or on M66 in Nottawa. Or get more information online at nottawagas.com. Holiday savings going on now.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School. Sean Watson and Mike Murphy, Mike's side. We're about another 4-6 minutes away from the tip-off of the boys basketball season opener between Coldwater and Lakeview. We talked about Lakeview a little bit during our girls contest. Now a little bit about the Coldwater Cardinals, and we'll actually go back with Coach Aaron Buckland's conversation that he had with Jim Measle on last Friday's Coach's Corner, our pregame interview brought to you by Integrity Apparel. Get your team or business noticed with custom apparel. Integrity Apparel stocks varsity jackets and all types of apparel in most area school colors. Remember, custom apparel makes a great gift. Call Integrity Apparel screen printing and embroidery at 278-8101 or stop by the store at 52 West Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater.
As we start 2019-2020, Aaron, of course, Gage McGuire, one of the all-time greats for Coldwater High School basketball, has graduated. He's on now to college, but taking a look at your roster, you do have veterans back, but it's a relatively young team, not very many seniors on the roster this year.
We returned 4 seniors who got significant minutes last year with Dylan Taggart, Damon Beck-Houston, Austin Santour, Jackson Janis, but then the rest of our makeup team is definitely a lot of sophomores and juniors, but they've got a lot of basketball experience with themselves, maybe not at the varsity level, but they've played a lot of basketball throughout their years.
You had a fine season last year, but as we enter the new year, what do you hope some of the areas they can improve upon?
Yeah, definitely a new year, new season, but our expectations are going to be high within the team, within the program. We definitely think we can build off last year's success as a group.
In the month of December, you open up at Lakeview on a Tuesday night, then you're home to Hastings on the 17th, play at Marshall, what should be a big game on the 20th, and then you're into a tournament that's something new for the team over the holiday period. Up at Cornerstone, their holiday tournament there. It should be an interesting month of December for your team.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a busy month. We get a lot of games before the holidays here, before the first of the year. Definitely got a tough opponent to open the year with Lakeview, who we had at home last year. We opened with them on the road this year. Then moving on from there, we go to Hastings comes to Coldwater. We're going to have a military appreciation night that night. We're expecting a good crowd, and then obviously we get to that third game of the year with Marshall, one of the boys' biggest rivals that we have at this time. And then you mentioned going up to Cornerstone University. As a program, we decided we wanted to kind of venture away from Branch County a little bit and see what some of the bigger schools in Michigan have to offer, and kind of see how we stack up against them.
The thoughts of Coldwater head girls basketball coach Aaron Buckland from last Friday's Coach's Corner. Our keys of the game brought to you by Union Pallet and Container Company. Recycling your cardboard with Union Pallet and Container Company of Coldwater can deliver real value to your business and the environment. Recycling just 1 ton of cardboard saves more than 17 trees and eliminates landfill waste. To learn how you can help save the environment by recycling your company's cardboard, call Union Pallet and Container in Coldwater, 278-4888. Quickly, your keys to this season opener.
Well, the Cardinals return really 6 of their top 7 players from a year ago, just losing Gage. But it is a walking wounded side out here tonight.
No, we knew about Evan Sloan from football season.
Yeah, Evan, unfortunately, is probably going to be out for a long time, the 6'8 sophomore. Zach Saeed, a 6-foot junior, is not dressed. Brady Moore, a 6'2 junior, has in a walking boot. And then 2 of our senior captains, Damon Beckhuse and Dylan Taggart, both in street clothes tonight. Still kind of, I think, recouping from the football season. So it'll be interesting to see. The Cardinals will be seeing some guys that have not had much varsity experience along with our more experienced group.
We'll go ahead and take this 2-minute break. Be back with the starting lineup and the opening tip. Boys basketball, Lakeview against Coldwater. You're listening to Cardinal Boys basketball on WTVB.
Dave Haylett here from Haylett Auto and RV Center with a seasonal thought. Some people feel Christmas has become too commercial. I think you get out of it what you put into it. If you see it as a chance to reflect on the true nature of the holiday, you'll make it more meaningful than ever. Here's an idea. Let's make Christmas a time for families and friends to gather and reconnect with each other. It's a time to celebrate. Some evening, pack the kids or grandkids in the car, drive around admiring all the beautiful decorations, then drive by Haylett Auto and RV Center. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want you to see our 85-foot lit Christmas tree out front of our lot for you and yours to enjoy. But there is something more special next to the tree. It's a nativity scene, a great bridge into the discussion of a real reason for the season, and that's the celebration. Your holidays will be happier if they are holy days. Merry Christmas from all of us at Haylett Auto and RV Center on US 12 east of I-69 in Coldwater.
Always striving to be the best and serve their delicious food and great drinks, the Willows would like to sincerely thank the community for voting the Willows Bar and Grill in Coldwater the place with the best happy hour, best burger, best outdoor dining, best place to have a cold beer, and the best sports bar in Branch County. And remember, at the Willows, there's
Buck a beer.
Buck a what?
Buck a beer. Get domestic cans for just $1 on Thursday at the Willows.
What about Pop to Go with a delicious Willows burger?
All day Thursday, Buck a pop, Buck a beer, and delicious Willow burgers every day. And hey, don't forget, hot soup and homemade chili for the winter. You know it's delicious.
Stop in on Sundays and enjoy a Bloody Mary as you watch the football games. Check out the daily specials, and the craft beers are here too.
Come join us at the Willows for the Friday night all-you-can-eat fish fry. Now that's delicious. Follow us on Facebook too.
The Willows Bar and Grill, just east of River Road on US 12 in Coldwater.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Here's the starting lineup for tonight's boys basketball season opener between Coldwater and Lakeview. With all of the injuries that Murph talked about during our keys of the game, we've got this starting lineup for Coach Aaron Buckland. In the backcourt will be Ethan Crabtree, a 6'3 sophomore, Spencer Rodesiler, a 6-foot junior, and Brandon Downs, a 6-foot sophomore. Up front will be Jackson Janis, a 6-foot senior, and Austin Santour, a 6'6 senior. For the Lakeview Spartans, under their head coach Steve Wickman, his starting lineup will look like this. Caleb Carey, a 5'10 senior, Harrison Jewell, a 6'3 senior, and Tommy Moore, a 5'9 senior. Up front will be Cole Einhardt, a 6'3 junior, and Tavon Hughes, a 6'5 senior. So comparable sizes for the two teams in their starting lineups tonight.
Yeah, this is, and the starting group for Coldwater, a group that had a lot of experience from a year ago. It's going to be the bench that's going to be the inexperienced group coming in. But, boy, the first thing you notice is Ethan Crabtree has had quite a growth spurt. He is listed at 6'3", and, boy, he's gotten some of his dad's height there, and he is, along with Brandon Downs, just a couple of sophomores, Austin, the senior, and, of course, Jackson, and then Spencer as a junior.
Trying to remember what Ethan Crabtree's listed height was last season when the season started, just to judge that growth spurt as you were talking. Well, he was listed at 6'2", and now he actually looks taller than 6'3", based on what you were reporting, Murph.
Yeah. Well, at any rate, let's see what these Cardinals look like here in the early going. We expect to see man-to-man.
It will be Austin Santour jumping at center circle against Cole Einhardt. Cardinals moving from left to right. Spartans from right to left. The ball immediately went into Harrison Jewell, who lost the dribble underneath the bucket.
Yeah, they had a tip play and looked like they were going to get something out of it, but couldn't hang on to it.
Lakeview showing a press. Cardinals able to break it. Rhoda Seiler across the timeline. Gets it to a streaking Jackson Janis. Clogged up. He'll take it back outside. Between the circles it comes to Downs. Now Crabtree. That's Ethan Crabtree. Hands off to Santour. Ball slapped away by Tavon Hughes. Coldwater will get it back in front of the Lakeview bench. Lakeview in their home whites with the white numerals outlined in purple. But at least in our courtside seats, we can see them slightly better than we ordinarily would have. Cardinals in their road red jerseys with white numerals and trim. Those look like brand new uniforms, Murph.
Yes.
As the Cardinals miss. Here's Caleb Carey handing off to Cole Einhardt inside. He misses the floater. Here come the Cardinals from left to right.
Yep, Santour with our first rebound of the night.
Crabtree loses the dribble. It's picked up by Santour. His shot bounces off the rim, goes over the backboard, and to the Spartans.
Brandon Downs on that first possession had a really nice move in the lane, squared himself up, just didn't get about the 6-footer to go.
Tommy Moore, the 4-year varsity starter, hands off to Tavon Hughes on the left wing. Now it goes inside. Einhardt has to take it out to the perimeter. Now a dribble drive by Harrison Jewell. He takes a jumper from the free throw line and drains it. Lakeview on the board first, 2-0 with 6:40 left in the first quarter.
Nice little jump stop in the lane.
Spencer Rhodeseiler, top of the key. Lakeview in their man-to-man defense. A dribble drive by Rhodeseiler. Slid that pivot foot as he stopped along the right blocks. And that's an unforced turnover, giving the ball back to the Spartans.
Yep. One aside here in the early going. Cardinals man-to-man. Rhodeseiler is on Tommy Moore.
As the Cardinals start off man-to-man defensively. Jewell, top of the key, get it to Carey. He's on the right wing. Downs on him. Bounce pass to a streaking Tavon Hughes, and he scores to put the Spartans up 4-0.
Now Austin went for the steal, didn't get it.
Santour across the timeline, underhands it to Crabtree. He is between the circles. I'll double team at the elbow, give it off to Downs on the right side. He draws a foul from behind. That's going to be the first foul of the game with 5:55 left in the first quarter. Tommy Moore with the first foul of the game.
Nice little X cut by the guards there. Crabtree setting up Downs. He coming off his screen to get to the rim.
First of two from Brandon Downs is good. Well, the Cardinals get on the board.
Brandon Downs from a year ago looks like he has also had some growth through that summer, and he just looks more under control than a year ago, as just in how he's carrying himself in this first few minutes.
He also sunk both free throws. He was listed at 5'11" last season, so he grew at least another inch. Cardinals within 2, 4-2. Lakeview has the ball. Tommy Moore, a couple of head fakes, and he gets called for a traveling violation about 5 feet in front of Spencer Rodeseiler on the wing.
You know, it wouldn't hurt the Cardinal cause at all if he picks up another quick foul.
Still on the backcourt is Jackson Janis. Janis across the timeline. Ball off of the shin of Caleb Carey, so the Cardinals will retain possession. Ethan Crabtree to trigger right next to our broadcast position. The inbound comes to Downs, moving off a Santur screen. Get it out to Austin. Three-pointer, a little long. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Carey. And to Moore it comes. Couple of head fakes, get it out left wing to Carey. Now inside. Turning around is Einhardt. He gets the ball back after it was poked away from him. Jewell on the perimeter, being guarded by Downs. 4-2 Lakeview, counting down to 5 minutes left in the quarter. Inside pass to Einhardt, loses the handle on the ball. Picked up on the run by Downs. Downs to Rodeseiler. Rodeseiler, left wing three, rattles off the rim. Flying in for the rebound is Einhardt. Back and forth we go. Tommy Moore has the ball for the Spartans. Deep three for Moore. Off the back of the rim, one and done. Rodeseiler with a rebound. Whistle, and it might be a reach-in foul on... Yep, it was a reach-in foul on Tavon Hughes, his first team second. Nice act of sportsmanship by the Cardinals, picking Hughes up off the hardwood. Downs across the timeline. Get it to an open Jackson Janis. He launches and drains a three-pointer from the left corner.
Nice assist from Brandon, finding Jackson over in the corner.
Coldwater with their first lead of the game, 5-4. Ball poked away, tracked down by Jewell 30 feet away. Trying to get it to Hughes. Ball deflected away by Crabtree. Last touched by one of the Spartans. Coldwater will get it back.
Yeah, Jackson Janis with some good man-to-man defense. Crabtree coming over to help out, force that turnover.
Lakeview's not applying a lot of pressure on their press, I noticed so far. 4:10 left to play in the first quarter. Cardinals up 1.
Yep, a lot of coaches just like to start out that way.
Oh, nice pass inside to Brandon Downs, and he scores.
There's the old Duke play. Clear out, isolate a player on one side of the floor, and have him go back door.
Incidentally, that's a terrific picture that we'll have accompanying our story. Other end of the floor, a streak and a score by Caleb Carey. After that exchange of buckets, it's 7-6 Coldwater. Here comes Brandon Downs, cut off at the elbow, out to Janis. Top of the key, it comes to Santur. Santur being bodied up by Hughes as he drives the baseline. Gives it up to Rodeseiler, no-look shot. Reverse is good for Rodeseiler.
Wow, he had to use a little turn of his hand to get that over on the left side by Spencer.
Hughes out to the left wing to Carey, swinging around to Moore. He hasn't figured into the scoring yet. Top of the key comes back to Carey. Now bounce it to Moore, get it to the right wing. A dribble drive, forcing up a shot, and a traveling violation on the part of Harrison Jewell as he tried to split the double team. First substitutions of the game will come in the form of Frank Tatum, a 6'1 senior, and Jashawn Bogarty, a 6'1 freshman.
Cardinals have really turned up the defensive pressure, forced a few turnovers.
9-6 Coldwater, under 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Jackson Janis with the ball. So it's a starting lineup of Crabtree, Rodeseiler, Janis, Downs, and Santur. No Taggart, no Beckhusen, among others. They're part of the walking wounded, but Downs isn't. He's cut off the double team on the elbow. Give it up to Crabtree. His runner no good. Ball out of bounds back to the Spartans.
Yeah, looking at the Cardinal bench, they have 4 available. Kenny Kramer, the senior who had such an outstanding football season. DeAndre Douglas, the junior. Sorry there, Sean.
I thought Kramer's actually a junior.
Okay. And then we've got Kirk Cashin up on the varsity and Colby Wagner.
some of those names we recognize from this past football season.
And we're going to see, I think we're going to see a lot of minutes from the starters tonight. We'll need to get those subs in a little as well.
Deshaun Bogarty with a traveling violation as he took off to the basket. The Lakeview student section didn't really like that call. From where we sat, it could have easily gone either way. What's the call? Push off, apparently, an offensive foul on Spencer Rodeseiler as he was dribbling, Tommy Moore was on his hip. So instead of Moore picking up his second, it's Spencer's first and the team first.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but maybe Spencer using that off arm to try to create a little space.
It's the only thing I could think of. Moore, three-pointer from top of the key from NBA range, short. Rebound by Carey, comes back out to Moore. Now to Bogarty, back to Moore. Coughs up the ball, bad pass taken by Santur. Here comes Crabtree across the timeline. Ethan Crabtree, a streak down the middle, left it short. Ripping the ball away is Tatum. Gets it to Moore. Tommy Moore, nice pass inside. Einhart scores. Underneath the bucket, and it's a 1-point lead.
Nice penetration by Moore there, creating that assist.
Pass from Downs to Rodeseiler. Rodeseiler finishes with a layup. Cardinals back within 3, 11-8.
Spencer again with that little reverse on the left side.
Carey to Bogarty, now back to Carey for 3, rattles off the rim. Crabtree with a rebound. What were you saying, Murph?
They playing a little 2-3 zone there.
Now they'll go in transition. A miss by Santur, slap in no good for Rodeseiler, and the ball is going to go out of bounds back to the Spartans. 11-8 Coldwater, 54.2 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tommy Moore across the timeline. Carey swing the ball around, Bogarty to Moore, now back to Bogarty. Carey drives along the wing, shot blocked by Santur. Loose ball is going to be picked up in the backcourt by Ethan Crabtree. 30 seconds left in the quarter. See if the Cardinals play for the final shot of the frame. They currently lead by 3. Tatum is guarding him on the man-to-man defense between the circles. Crabtree trying to get it on the streak to Rodeseiler. It was intercepted by Caleb Carey. His shot underneath hits the bottom of the rim. Santur to a wide open Rodeseiler. Layup good with 10 seconds left in the quarter.
Good look ahead by Austin.
13-8. Tommy Moore with 1 second left takes a 30-footer, hits the back of the rim after 1 quarter. It is Coldwater 13 and Lakeview 8 in varsity boys basketball. Second quarter in a minute. You're listening to Cardinal boys basketball on WTVB.
The space heater next to the curtains, the 12 plugs sharing one power strip, the frayed wire inside the wall. Fire damage may happen in a flash. So may the cleanup and restoration when you call the professionals at ServPro of Branch and Southern Calhoun counties at 517-278-5261. That's where you'll find a team of highly trained specialists with more than 4 decades of experience in helping to make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Because when it's your home or business that's been damaged by fire, you don't just want your things clean, you want your life back as well. So when fire damage strikes, call the red trucks to put out the flames and call on the green vans to help put your life back together at 517-278-5261. ServPro of Branch and Southern Calhoun counties. With the trust of the insurance industry and more than 1,600 franchise locations, they're guaranteed to be faster to any size disaster. The cleanup specialists at ServPro of Branch and Southern Calhoun counties. Call them at 517-278-5261, helping make fire and water damage like it never happened.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Ethan Crabtree to trigger in front of our broadcast table to start the second quarter. Coldwater with a 13-8 lead over Lakeview. It's Crabtree, Downs, Santur, Rodeseiler, and Janis on the floor for the Cardinals. The same starting 5 that Coach Aaron Buckland went with, and Coach Buckland has not gone to his bench yet tonight.
Yeah, I think we're going to see our starters play a lot of minutes tonight. It's a very inexperienced bench, but I think we'll see DeAndre Douglas and Colby, Kenny. I think we'll see them as we go along for a few minutes. But this experienced Cardinal 5, really impressive first quarter.
3-point try by Janice missed from the left corner. Rebound Lakeview. Quickly, Lakeview gets the ball to the front court. Roderick Brown, who checked into the game, takes a three-pointer and misses. Brown is a 5'10 senior. Here come the Cardinals and Ethan Crabtree. A quick move down the middle and a score.
Yeah, nice little crossover move by Ethan. Got him into the lane for a layup.
Quickly, other end of the floor. Cardinals were busted defensively, and Tatum finishes on the fast break after that exchange of buckets. 15-10 Coldwater. Lakeview turning up pressure on the press a little bit. Loose ball went through Crabtree's hands. Brown tries to take it to the rack and draws a foul.
Yeah, Coach Buckland not happy with that wide open layup by Lakeview after that score by Crabtree.
Crabtree picking up the foul, his first and the team's second. First of two from Roderick Brown coming up.
Yep, and DeAndre Douglas is going to come in. He's been a high scorer at the freshman and JV level.
First of two, nothing but net.
DeAndre, a 5'7 junior, coming in for Janice.
Meanwhile, Tavon Hughes back in for Lakeview, giving Cole Einhardt a breather. So we got Brown, we've got Tatum. Second one rattles in for Brown as well. Lakeview within 3, 15-12. Harrison Jewell also in the lineup along with Jashawn Bogarty. Lakeview gets a steal. Jewell to the left corner. Jewell gets it back top of the key.
Cardinals staying in that 2-3 zone. Rhodesiler and Downs up front.
Now the ball comes to Jashawn Bogarty. Swinging the ball around to the right corner. It comes to Brown. Back to Jewell. Brown. Easy three-pointer, but he left it way short. Rebound by Santur. Brown quickly bodying up on Santur. Not the type of foul you want to have 80 feet away from the other team's bucket.
Exactly.
Brown with his first and the team third. Rhodesiler inbounds to Crabtree. Now lob it across half court to Rhodesiler. Back to Ethan Crabtree, 30 feet away. Ethan Crabtree launches an NBA three from the right wing. It rattles in and out. Douglas was in good position, but Tavon Hughes was in better position for the rebound. Jewell on the left corner with the ball for Lakeview. Ball comes out between the circles. Jashawn Bogarty now to Harrison Jewell, driving left baseline. Fadeaway J is good.
Nice move. On the baseline, about 8 feet away. Nice little spin move.
Just like that, Cardinals lead shaved to 1, 15-14. Of course, Aaron Buckland recognizes this and calls a timeout with 5:48 left to play in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout. So with Dylan Taggart on the shelf for the time being, they're missing a guy that averaged 13.7 points, 7.1 rebounds per game, and who is currently 7th on the Coldwater High School career scoring list with 864. He should be able to crack the 1,000-point club this season if he gets healthy and stays healthy.
Well, Dylan's been a starter ever since his freshman year. Been a huge impact player, and of course Damon has as well. So you've got a couple potential 4-year starters that are on the bench in street clothes. Not sure when they're going to be possibly seeing action.
In Damon, you're missing someone who averaged 5.3 points, 3.7 rebounds, 4.4 assists, and 1.8 steals per game.
Yep, so, but Downs and Crabtree, both just sophomores that got a lot of time as freshmen a year ago.
Crabtree averaged 6.4 points per game last season. Gives the ball to Crabtree gave the ball to Santur. Now to Rhodesiler. Bounce it out to Douglas. Saves the ball to Downs. Cross court the ball to Crabtree on the left wing. Now back to Downs on the right wing. Launches a three over Bogarty. It's short. Rebound by Crabtree. Trying to find Santur. He hits the deck along with a couple of Spartans.
Yeah, Ethan got the rebound of that air ball by Downs and tried to feed it inside to Santur, but a little too much traffic in there. Janis is back in, Douglas out.
Douglas's stint was essentially to spell Janis for about a minute and a half or so. 15-14, Cardinals lead shaved to 1. Lakeview could take the lead this time up the floor. Here's Hughes giving the ball off on the right wing to Harrison Jewell. Blows by a double team, misses the easy shot. Rebound Santour. Downs cross-courted to Janis. Janis to the right wing. It comes to Santour. Santour trying to back down his defender. Now driving baseline. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the third turnover of here in the second quarter. The Cardinals had 3 in that first quarter. 4:43 to go in the half. Cardinals up 15-14.
Once again, the Spartans with a chance to take the lead.
Cardinals back man-to-man.
Hughes top of the key to Tommy Moore, who's back in. A triple team looking at Moore. Moore drives baseline, trying to get it back outside. It was deflected away by one of that double team for Coldwater.
Yeah, that was good help defense. Tommy Moore is so lightning quick. Brandon Downs on him at the moment.
Harrison Jewell to trigger in front of the Coldwater bench. Finds Moore. Now the pass inside. Oh, my goodness. Cole Einhart knocking down his defender. No call.
Boy, that could have been a charge.
That winds up being a miss for Einhart. Here comes Coldwater. Rodeseiler, top of the key to Crabtree. Now to Spencer. Shoots from the elbow. Another air ball. Ball saved by Janis, but it was saved to Jashawn Bogarty. Bogarty 1-on-2 break. Layup is good, and Lakeview has their first lead of the game.
I'll tell you, Lakeview really specializing in getting that ball down the floor quickly. That's the second layup in this quarter that they've beat the Cardinals down the floor.
Crabtree between the circles to Downs. He wants to answer with a three-pointer. That one a little long. Rodeseiler battling for the rebound along with a couple of Lakeview players, and it looked like Jewell got poked in the eye. He also gets dinged with a foul, his first and the team fourth.
Yeah, that's good offensive rebounding by Spencer there that forced that foul.
Bogarty out and Carey in, so it's Carey, Jewell, Einhart, Moore, and Hughes, the starting unit on the floor for Lakeview right now. Also the starting unit for Coldwater on the floor right now, that being Crabtree, Rodeseiler, Janis, Downs, and Santour.
8-2, Lakeview has the edge here in quarter number 2.
And they have the 1-point lead on the scoreboard, 16-15. Santour clogged up by a double team, comes back out to Downs. Trying to sling it inside to Rodeseiler. Loose ball saved by Tavon Hughes and gets it to Caleb Carey. Carey quickly to the other end of the floor, loses the dribble, intercepted by Downs. Get it to a streaking Jackson Janis. Rejected by Jewell, but there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, Brandon Downs with the steal. Got the pass ahead to Janis, but you can hear the Lakeview fans.
The student section's to our immediate right. They're more up at arms than the parents on the other end of the gym are.
So Janis will shoot 2.
With 2:58 left to play in the first half, Cardinals trail by 1. And the game's now tied as Janis rattles the first free throw in.
We have Spencer leading the way with 6 points, Jackson now with 4, and Downs with 4.
And Crabtree with a bucket as well. Harrison Jewell with his 2 fouls came out. Janis made both of his free throws. Coldwater regains the lead. And we saw Roderick Brown check into the Spartan lineup. Tommy Moore has the ball. Crossover dribble, top of the key. 10-foot floater is good.
He is just so lightning quick.
Would you believe that's just his first bucket of the game? 18-17, Spartans regain the lead. Crabtree, right wing 3, wide left, but Rodeseiler with a rebound.
Spencer, that's 3 for him.
Op step to Janis, now out to Santour, left corner. Lost the ball off of his shoe top. A reach-in foul just as Tommy Moore was taking off with the ball. And it will be Santour picking up his first foul, team third. Very low foul numbers for the Cardinals. That's, again, just their third. Lakeview now has 5 up on the board. Of course, Harrison Jewell on the bench with 2.
Cardinals are going to stay man-to-man.
Tommy Moore, a quick move down the right lane. Shot blocked. I don't know who had that block, but Santur comes up with the loose ball, get it out to Rodeseiler, and he couldn't handle the hot pass. Goes out of bounds into the Lakeview bench.
Yeah, it's, the Cardinals played really under control in the first quarter, just 3 turnovers. This second quarter has been a different story. They now have 7, and they've really taken some kind of ill-advised shots.
Under 2 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
Have not played with the patience that we saw in that first quarter.
Spartans lead by 1, 1:47 and counting left to play, and Lakeview showing a lot of patience right now. Carry around to Moore on the left corner. Now a quick drive down the left baseline, and the layup by Moore is good. That's 4 quick points for Tommy Moore, and the Spartans are up 3.
Just flies into the lane.
Downs inside to Rodeseiler, get it back out to Crabtree, drives, a block by Hughes, loose ball tracked down by Crabtree. Now Janis to Downs on the left elbow, trying to underhand it to Janis. Goes out of bounds untouched by anyone in the red uniform aside from Downs, so Lakeview will get it. 1:15 left in the half.
Cardinals back to the 2-3 zone here.
Inside, Hughes is stripped by Santur. But he coughs up the ball to Moore. Now Hughes trying to get a dunk over Santur. Second foul on Santur, the first player for Coldwater in any sort of foul trouble, and we see Colby Wagner about to check into the Coldwater lineup, I would presume, for Santur after the first of 2 from Tavon Hughes.
That's going to make the Cardinal lineup pretty small in terms of size.
Hughes, a really bad pass on the first. A really bad miss on the first attempt from the free throw line. So in comes Wagner for Coldwater, a 6-foot junior. See if he corrects himself on the second one. He doesn't. Still a little bit left of the line. A rebound by Coldwater's, is that Crabtree? Yep.
Timeout.
Oh, man. That was so close to being a turnover as a double team was surrounding Crabtree right in front of the Coldwater bench. So the timeout is taken with 56.4 seconds left to play in the first half. It's Lakeview on top of Coldwater, 20-17. Games on opening night of the Interstate 8 boys basketball season. In addition to this one, Harper Creek is hosting St. Joseph. Lumen Christi's playing at Chelsea. Marshall is hosting Hanover Horton. Northwest is playing at Mason. Penfield is at Olivet. And Columbia Central is at Parma Western. And there's everything in the Big 8 happened yesterday. That includes Bronson's win at St. Philip, 54-47. Union City winning at Colon, 40-34. And Quincy, a 69-56 win against visiting Marshall Academy. Last night, Teconcha beat Pansafia Academy in the SCAA, 48-10. Here, it's a 2017 Lakeview lead over Coldwater. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Lakeview turning up the pressure at half court as the Cardinals get the ball across. Touch pass from Rodeseiler to Crabtree. He gets hacked by a double team of Roderick Brown and Cole Einhart. Let's see who they ding with the foul. They will ding Einhart with his first. Man, Ethan Crabtree is holding his lower right back.
Yeah, it took a hard fall there. Boy, the Cardinals, 4 points here in the second quarter. They've been outscored 12-4, 9 turnovers by the Cardinals here. And as we mentioned, taking a number of deep threes that weren't quite in the flow of the offense, or not, as we mentioned, the kind of the patience that they showed early in the game when they had that 13-8 lead.
Making a miss. Janis battling for the rebound off of him and out of bounds. So that stems the bleeding for the time being. It's a 2-point Spartan lead, 20-18. Lakeview ball under 40 seconds left in the half. Moore on the left wing, hands off to Brown. Brown bounce it to Moore on the left wing. Double team on him. Quadruple team as he drives down the middle. Still gets the bucket to go through. That's 6 second quarter points for Tommy Moore. Lakeview up 4, 22-18. Crabtree to Rodesiler, drives baseline. A blocker behind by Hughes. Coldwater will retain possession with 13.6 seconds left in the half.
Hughes has had a couple of big blocks here in this quarter.
Jewell did too. A three-pointer from the right wing missed by Downs. Crabtree gets it back. Now Downs right corner three. He gets that one.
Nice job by Crabtree. That rebound and the assist.
30-foot jumper by Tommy Moore, wide left of the bucket. At the buzzer, Lakeview leads Coldwater by 1, 22-21. The Branch County Abstract and Title halftime report coming up in 3 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Boys Basketball on WTVB.
This holiday season, your dollar goes further with great deals and low Meyer prices. Get a delicious cooked spiral sliced ham for only 89 cents per pound. Plus, save with Buy 5, Save 5 deals across the store. Like Hershey's Baked Candy for only $2.29. Oscar Mayer Bacon for $4.79. And Soft Soap Liquid Hand Soap for just $1.99. Get more this holiday season when you save big with low Meyer prices. Why pay more? Limit 1 ham per customer. Exclusion supply. See all the holiday deals in the Meyer app.
Low, low, low. Santa Michelle and Melissa, your sisters of savings from Rainbow Motor Sales. Our lot's stuffed fuller than the old elf sack. So instead of ho, 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 we're shouting low, low, low. Low down payments for everyone. That means you could drive a nicer, newer car for just a few bucks down. We got too many cars. Low, low, low. So pick a nicer, newer car under the tree at Rainbow Motor Sales. And drive home for just a few bucks down. Don't have enough for a big down payment? Low, low, low. Low down payments for everyone. And you could dash away for just a few bucks down. Low, low, low. Give yourself a gift of a nicer, newer car. And we're not elfing around. Santa only comes once a year. But we work hard to help you drive a car you love every day. Regardless of your current situation. That's our For the People promise. But hurry, just like the holidays, this deal will be over before you know it. I'm Michelle. And I'm Melissa. Your dealers for the people. See all the holiday magic at rainbowmotorsales.com. That's rainbowmotorsales.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may not be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends 12/31/19.
Are credit issues keeping you from driving a new or newer vehicle? Come to Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for guaranteed approval.
Low credit or no credit? It's no problem at Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You are guaranteed approval. Come out and test drive a new or used car, truck, or SUV. If you don't see what you're looking for, just let their team know. They'll get to work finding you the right vehicle. Talk to Jeff Dollar, Jared Hedrick, Roy Angevine, Brian Bobilia, or Dean Bobilia. You choose the vehicle, and they'll do the rest. You can also count on Bobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to help maintain your vehicle long after the sale. Just ask Service Manager Kip Burkhart to recommend a regular maintenance schedule to keep your vehicle running its best, including buy 3, get 1 free oil changes.
Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on US 12 across from the airport Coldwater or on the web at mobilia.com.
Coldwater Community Schools is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Many of the athletes competing tonight got their start at one of our elementary schools, Lakeland, Jefferson, or Max Larson, and most attended Legg Middle School and have gone on to shine at Coldwater High School. We're proud of our athletes and all of our students. Learn more about our schools by visiting coldwaterschools.org or calling 279-5930. Coldwater Community Schools, providing exceptional educational opportunities for every student.
The voice of Branch County for high school sports. AM 1590 WTVB Coldwater and FM 95.5 W238CD Coldwater.
It's halftime here at Lakeview High School in varsity boys basketball action, the season opener. The host Spartans lead the visiting Coldwater Cardinals 22-21. Our halftime report brought to you by Branch County Abstract and Title, wishing good luck to the Cardinals. For title insurance, escrow closings, or other title or abstract services, turn to Branch County Abstract and Title. Locally owned and operated, they've been serving Branch County since 1887, where they strive to serve their customers. Branch County Abstract and Title, located at 22 Tibbetts Plaza off Hatchet Street, Coldwater. Call them at 278-6960. Scoring thus far for the Cardinals, Ethan Crabtree with 3, Spencer Rodesiler with 6, Jackson Janis with 4, And Brandon Downs currently leading all scorers with 7, and once you add all that up, that's 21. And for Lakeview, we've got Caleb Carey with 2, Harrison Jewell with 4, Roderick Brown with a couple of free throws, Cole Einhart with 2, Tommy Moore with 6 points, all in the second quarter to lead the way for the purple and white. Tavon Hughes with 2, Frank Tatum with 2, and Jashawn Bogarty with 2. That's 22 once you add all that up. By the quarters, 13-8 in the first for Coldwater. Second quarter belonged to Lakeview. They outscored the Cardinals 14-8.
Yeah, it was a tale of 2 quarters for sure. 13-8 Coldwater in the first, 14-8 Lakeview in the second. And not really difficult to see why. Coldwater with just 3 turnovers in that first quarter. Very under control, patient, played very strong first quarter. 9 turnovers in that second quarter, taking some quick shots. When they did drive to the basket, they were getting some of those blocked by some of the inside Lakeview players. But individually, we had Ethan Crabtree with 5 rebounds in the first half, 2 assists and a steal. Spencer, with his 6 points, had 3 rebounds. Was very active in there. Jackson Janis with a couple rebounds. Downs with 2 assists, 2 steals. And Santour with an all-around effort there. 3 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds for Austin. And, of course, we got to mention the Cardinals missing 2 four-year starters on the floor tonight. Dylan Taggart and Damon Beckhusen both in street clothes, still kind of responding from the end of that football season. And I think Coach Buckland, I haven't actually talked to him about this, but I think he wants to make sure they are 100% healthy, especially early in the season here before you get into that conference campaign.
Speaking of which, the rest of the Interstate 8, aside from Coldwater and Hastings, will have their conference openers coming up on Friday. We mentioned before that Hastings has a commitment to take on Thornapple Kellogg, their cross-county rival, in the Battle of Berry County. It's going to be a triple header of a wrestling dual meet, a girls basketball game, and a boys basketball game coming up on Friday. So that's why the Cardinals have an off date on Friday. Coldwater's league opener against Hastings will be next Tuesday, and the games will be at home at the Coach Floyd Eby Gymnasium, with the girls tipping off at 6 and the boys at approximately 7:30.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice to have a full week when you can kind of analyze this first contest and then, hopefully get some of those bodies back on the floor. We didn't see much of the bench that is totally inexperienced as far as varsity competition. DeAndre Douglas had a couple of minutes, Colby Wagner a couple minutes, and that was it in that first half. So Cardinals out of the locker room now with 3 minutes to go here in the half and trailing by just a single point.
Earlier tonight, the Coldwater girls lost a heartbreaker against Lakeview, 45-44. Coldwater trailed by as many as 10 at one point, but they clawed their way through the second half, thanks to the hot hand of Carly Crabtree, who wound up leading all scorers with 22 points. But Brazil Watkins, the 3-year starter for the Spartans, 20 points to lead her team, including the game-winning bucket with just seconds left to play.
It was a heartbreaker for the Cardinals. Carly scoring 20 of the 28 Coldwater second half points brought her team back. It was a really strong team effort tonight. We saw the Cardinals shoot a little better than we've seen early in the season so far, and that certainly was good to see.
Here at the half of the boys game, Coldwater trails Lakeview 22-21. Second half in 2 minutes, you're listening to Cardinal Boys Basketball on WTVB.
Everyone knows that diamonds are forever, but did you know the ring and prongs holding your diamond can wear out just like the tires in your car? Cooley's Jewelry has a solution, a new mounting or jewelry reconditioning. Laura and Alyssa at Cooley's can breathe new life into your precious jewelry and can recommend the best options for your jewelry repair or remount. Stop in today and have your jewelry cleaned and checked for free. A little preventative maintenance can save hundreds of dollars in jewelry repairs. Your friends at Cooley's Jewelry are always ready to help you with all your jewelry needs. Downtown Coldwater since 1968.
Farming doesn't follow an 8-to-5 schedule. A slow week is 60 to 80 hours. My land, livestock, and family rely on me. That's why I bought farm insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, because every policy comes with a local agent. A real person who lives right in my community, who I can rely on to help keep my farm covered no matter what.
See Scott Crabtree, DC Lyons, or Melanie Pish at CNO Insurance Services, 30 North Clay Street, Coldwater.
That sizzling fajita was so delicious last night. And the jumbo margarita. I've got to get there for lunch.
Lunch. Bill, what are you doing for lunch?
Oh, right. Hey, let's go to El Cerritos. They have the best fajitas.
Dreaming about the mouth-watering authentic Mexican food at El Cerritos? Stop by for lunch or dinner. They'll serve up an endless bowl of chips and salsa while you decide what menu item will fill your craving. El Cerrito Mexican Restaurant in downtown Coldwater and in the Kroger Plaza, Hillsdale.
Gly's Farm Market Bakery and Orchard wants to help you feed your holiday guests this season. Stop by their bakery and choose your favorite varieties of pies, fudge, donuts, and more. Don't forget to pick up Michigan wines and craft beers, and remember to place your order for gift baskets, perfect for everyone on your list. Christmas decor is now arriving daily at Gly's, and Christmas trees, flocked trees, and wreaths will be coming soon. Check Gly's Facebook page for more information. Gly's Farm Market, Bakery and Orchard, 464 North Willowbrook Road in Coldwater.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Be listening to the end of our contest. We'll name a McDonald's player of the game for your local area McDonald's restaurants. Ethan Crabtree to trigger in front of our broadcast table to start the second half. Coldwater moving from right to left. And Lakeview from left to right as we have switched sides. Coldwater trails the Spartans by 1, 22-21. The starting unit out on the floor for Coldwater. They pretty much played the entirety of the game as Crabtree drives and is called for the traveling violation along the left blocks. It's Ethan Crabtree, Spencer Rhoda, Siler Jackson, Janice Brandon Downs, and Austin Santur. We did see brief stints from DeAndre Douglas and Colby Wagner at different points. Three-pointer missed from the left corner by Lakeview's Caleb Carey. He's joined by Harrison Jewell, Cole Leinhardt, Tommy Moore, and Tavon Hughes.
Nice running layup by Jackson Janis. Beat his man there.
That gives Coldwater the lead again, 23-22. 7:15 left to play, third quarter. Here's Moore, long two, hits the side of the backboard. Here comes Ethan Crabtree with the ball. Ethan moves to his right, gets the ball to an open Austin Santur. His shot rolls off the hoop. And the rebound by Einhardt. Moore across the timeline. He's sideline left now with the ball. Swing it to the right wing. Harrison Jewell has been kept pretty much in check after picking up his second foul. He's actually sat a while.
Nice little head fake. And nicely done off the board.
Cole Leinhardt gives the Spartans the lead once again, 24-23. Back and forth we go. Counting down to 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Rhodesiler to Crabtree, sideline right. Now Crabtree moves off a Santur screen. The bounce pass comes to Downs. Trying to kick the ball out. Offensive foul taking the charge is Hughes. Downs with his first, team first the second half. Do you understand what Caleb Carey was telling his friends in the student section as he walked past us?
Keeping up a little banter with the crowd.
Here's Harrison Jewell, drives right side and finishes with the right hand. Lead back up to 3 for Lakeview, 26-23. Under 6 minutes left in the quarter. Here's Downs. Get it to the right corner to Rhodesiler. Now back right wing to Janis. Janis underhands to Downs. He'll move to the left block. Shot deflected and stolen by Hughes. He stepped out of bounds with the ball.
Boy, that's again a block shot by Hughes. 6'5", senior.
Cardinals down 3. Crabtree inbounds to Santur. He drives down the wing. No-look scoop shot is missed. Santur comes up with the loose ball in a scrum underneath the bucket. It coughs it up to Lakeview. And in transition, a semi-dunk by Cole Einhardt. He gets the layup to go in. Lakeview with a 5-point lead, 28-23, which I think might be their biggest of the night.
Lakeview really getting the ball up and down the floor.
Another steal off a bad pass. Hughes comes up with the ball, gets it to Moore. Moore, top of the key, a drive down the middle. Runner no good, rebound no good by Moore. Santur with a rebound.
I'm glad I'm not trying to guard Tommy Moore one-on-one, I'll tell you.
Nice underhand pass from Crabtree to Rodeseiler. Unfortunately, Spencer couldn't finish, and Hughes comes up with the ball. Moore trying to sling it to Einhardt. It was deflected. Diving bodies all over the place, and it looked like it was off of Rodeseiler's head.
Yep, Spencer getting down on the floor to try to get that loose ball, but it's going to be Lakeview underneath. They've got this quick 5-point lead here of the second half.
28-23 with 4:42 left in the quarter. A miss on the hook shot by Jewell. And the Cardinals push the ball up the floor. Crabtree to Downs on the left wing. Goes down the middle, kicks the ball out to Santur. Fakes, fires a three off the back of the rim, and Einhardt with a rebound. Quickly, Einhardt to Harrison Jewell behind the back dribble with Crabtree in front of him, and they will ding Crabtree with his second foul.
Lakeview is just like they've got a little extra juice at halftime. They are getting that rebound and getting down the floor just like lightning speed.
Hughes out and Tatum in to the Spartan lineup. Tommy Moore to inbound. And finds Einhardt. Trying to get the ball to Moore on the corner. It's stolen by Santur. Santur to Rodeseiler. 2-on-2 break. Layup good. A rare bucket for the Cardinals in this quarter.
Spencer's got, I think, all his points on that left side layup. He's now got 8.
If there's a Hastings scout here, they better be paying attention for the game next week. Bad pass from the top of the key to Ethan Crabtree underneath on Lakeview's next most recent possession. And Crabtree finishes, taking it coast to coast. Cardinals back within 1, 28-27. 3:42 left to play in the third quarter. Ball's on the left wing. Carey bounces it inside to Einhardt. Blows by Santur, misses, and the ball comes to Austin. Ball picked up on the run by Rodeseiler. 1-on-2 break. Count the bucket by Santur, and one as he gets run over by Frank Tatum.
Well, that time the Cardinals getting up and down the floor in a hurry.
And that time Rodeseiler took it from the right side.
Yep. And Spencer now, our first Cardinal in double digits with 10, a chance for 11.
Tatum with his first foul. Team first of the second half for Lakeview.
We have Crabtree now with 7 rebounds. That's his third assist, getting that to Spencer. Austin with 6 boards and 4 steals.
And Rodeseiler finishes on the three-point play. 11 points for Spencer, 30-28. How about a 30-30 tie thanks to the hook shot of Harrison Jewell?
Going to be a foul on Jackson Janis as Lakeview ties it up. Boy, it's just been highly entertaining game tonight, just end to end. Both teams looking to push the ball.
Janis's first foul is the team third. First trip to the free throw line for Jewell, and he finishes on the three-point play. Jewell has 9, and Lakeview regains the lead 31-30. Here's Rodeseiler on the right wing, streaking, kick the ball out to Janis. Now up top it comes to Crabtree. To Downs on the left wing. A little traveling music, Sammy.
Yep. Brandon in a little bit of a hurry there, pulled that pivot foot before he got the ball down.
Deshaun Bogarty came in to relieve Tommy Moore, give him a brief breather. Now Cole Einhardt to the bench, and Tavon Hughes back into the Spartan lineup. Spartans lead 31-30. We're counting down to 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Deshaun Bogarty, the freshman, has the ball between the circles, get to Harrison Jewell on the right wing, double team on him. Now to an open Hughes inside the arc right corner, back out to Jewell. Janis guarding Jewell. He misses the jumper. Rebound Coldwater. Here comes Crabtree. Ethan Crabtree underhands it to Austin Santour. Spin move, loses the ball. It's picked up on the run by Carey, and a reach-in foul committed by Rodeseiler. It's going to be his second, and already 4 fouls up on the board for Coldwater in the second half, just 1 for Lakeview. 2.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Tommy Moore will be back in for the Spartans. Harrison Jewell will take a breather.
Well, Lakeview has certainly used their bench more than the Cardinals tonight. I think the starters have been off the floor for maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
Total.
Period. And Lakeview looks like they've probably won about 9 deep maybe.
Moore has the ball. He drives baseline. Double team meets up with him. Up top it comes to Bogerty, swinging around to the right corner. Bounce pass by Carey. He got it back. Now to the left wing. Moore for 3, missed. Loose ball. Tatum and Janis going after it. And we'll get Frank Tatum with his second foul, team second. Cardinal ball in the backcourt. 2:04 left in the third quarter. They trail by 1.
Good call by John Martin there on the backcourt.
The guy you've been chatting with between quarters.
Yeah,
well, a hip check on Ethan Crabtree by Jashawn Bogerty. That will be his first in the team third. That was right in front, practically in your lap, in my lap.
Yeah,
and also Nate Adams' lap from WBCK. Three-pointer Downs, right wing, bounces off the front of the rim. Rebound Santor, blocked by Tatum. Out of bounds, back to Coldwater.
Boy, Tatum has been a force under there on the shot blocking.
Inbound comes to an open Jackson Janis. Right wing 3 is good.
Nicely done there. Crabtree finding him in the corner.
Coldwater leads again by 2, 33-31. Tommy Moore has the ball.
Cardinals going to try a little 2-3 zone here.
That's what I thought.
Probably to give their starters a little bit of a rest here.
Well, with a minute and a half left in the quarter, and not much relief coming from the bench, why not? Ooh, a three-pointer drain by the freshman, Jashawn Bogerty. Lakeview leads by 1, 34-33. Other end of the floor, the attempt at the alley-oop dunk for Santur. He couldn't flush it, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yep, Spencer's pass, little looping pass, just a little out of his reach.
Tatum out and Cole Einhart in. He will trigger to Jashawn Bogerty. Tommy Moore, Tavon Hughes, and Caleb Carey on the floor for Lakeview. No substitutions yet for Coldwater. They're sticking with Crabtree, Rodeseiler, Janis, Downs, and Santur. Here's Hughes receiving the lob pass inside. Now get it back out to the left corner. Bogerty to Moore. 50 seconds left to play in the quarter. Here's a dribble drive by Carey. Trying to kick the ball out to Moore. It's stolen by Downs. Downs gets the ball back from Rodeseiler. Here comes Brandon Downs. Loses a dribble. Ball picked up by Janis. Now he'll drive, kick the ball out to Santur on the right wing. Clogged up. Out to Downs on the left side. He'll drive, trying to feed outside. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals.
Yeah, this is the 7th turnover on the Cardinals in this quarter. 19 on the game.
A brief timeout as Spencer Rodeseiler took time to untie his shoe. Jashawn Bogerty in front of us with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Quick move behind the back dribble. Get the ball to Hughes. Now Bogerty back with it between the circles. Janis guarding him. Bogerty to the right wing. Gets it out to Moore. 1 second. Force up a 3 at the buzzer. It draws iron. Does not go in. After 3, it's Lakeview 34 and Coldwater 33 in boys basketball. Final quarter of regulation in a minute. You're listening to Cardinal Boys Basketball on WTVB.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Who would you call if your heating system stopped working on a cold winter's day? For a company that you can count on to provide outstanding service to your home or business, place a call to Donay's On-Time Services. They can repair or replace any make or model of heating system, improve the quality of your drinking water, and repair any plumbing problems. Donay's is now hiring full-time techs. Apply today at Donay's On-Time Services, 447 Marshall Street in Coldwater, or call 278-2995. That's 278-2995.
Matt Hillett Homes offers quality-made modular housing, but what about the extras?
Hi everybody, this is Matt Hallett. We build garages, porches, gables, accents, different things on the home. Because they're state building code and they're framed to standard framing practices, it's easy to just add on and keep going.
Start planning your dream home today. Stop by Matt Hallett Homes on US 12 east of Coldwater. Visit MattHallettHomes.com or check them out on Facebook.
Because at Matt Hallett Homes, it's always built around family.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School. Sean Watson and Mike Murphy. Mike's side, a very entertaining pair of games tonight. Coldwater lost the girls' contest in heartbreaking fashion to Lakeview earlier tonight, 45-44. Right now, the boys trail Lakeview 34-33. A 12-12 stalemate in the third quarter. Lakeview's lead was 22-21 at half, and now it's 34-33 as we start the final quarter. Caleb Carey inbounds to Tommy Moore.
Cardinals are going to switch back to man-to-man.
Moore on the left wing, switches to Carey. A double team comes out on Carey. Either Crabtree or Downs will be dinged with a foul. If it's on Crabtree, it'll be his third. If it's on Downs, his second.
Ethan is cringing like, what did I do? But he definitely came in with his legs on the dribbler there.
Tommy Moore will trigger sideline right with Downs guarding him, and it comes to Harrison Jewell. Now Jashawn Bogarty to Moore on the left corner. Moore moves to his right, being followed by Downs. How about that defensive assignment? Inside the ball comes to Einhardt, a double team, a triple team, and a foul.
Cardinals had 3 men around Einhardt, the left-hander over on the left side, and he was able to draw the foul.
It's from Rodeseiler. He picks up his third and the team's sixth. Einhardt's first trip to the free throw line tonight. The left-hander bricks the first one off the front of the rim.
Spencer leads the Cardinal attack with 11 points tonight. Jackson Janis with 10.
Second one went in and out. The ball poked away from Santur in the battle for the rebound.
Austin couldn't quite control the rebound, but he knocked it off one of the Lakeview players. Lakeview full court, man-to-man.
Downs receives the inbound pass, gets it to Ethan Crabtree, still behind the timeline, slings it to Santur, who catches on the left wing. Now drives baseline, draws a foul from Tavon Hughes.
Yeah, Austin brought that ball from the wing all the way down low and then smartly used the head fake because Hughes has about 5 blocks on the night and drew the foul.
It will be the second on Hughes, team fourth. First of 2, off the back of the rim for Santur. Score remains 34-33 Lakeview, 7:20 left to play in regulation. Update from the Penfield Olivet boys basketball game as Santur missed both of his free throws. Whistle.
Yeah, Jackson Janis with the push-off. And that's going to be 1-1 now for Lakeview. 7:20 to go in the game, and they're going to be shooting bonus now.
Again, Santur missed both of his free throws. As I was trying to say, Penfield boys basketball leading Olivet at the half 47-30. Remember the games that Coldwater and Penfield had last year?
Oh my gosh, both right down to the last seconds.
Penfield won both games at the buzzer last year. Front on the 1-1, good for Einhardt. He will get the bonus. 7 points on the night for Einhardt. Lead up to 2 for the Spartans. Still 2 with a miss, but he flies in and gets his own rebound. How about that, Murph?
Boy, that's not supposed to happen, is it?
Harrison Jewell on the right wing finds Tommy Moore on the corner. Moore on the curl, a double team of Downs, and Santur closes in, tries to get the block. Who do they ding?
Yeah, I think Downs, yeah.
It's his second and the team 8th.
More effective in hanging in the air to draw that foul. What's more, got still with 6 points on the night, all in that second quarter.
I noticed that this year he's being listed in the roster as Tommy Moore the third as he drains his first free throw.
Looks like Harrison Jewell is leading the Lakeview attack with 9 points on the night.
And now 8 for Moore. (37-33). Coldwater almost turns the ball over in the backcourt. Here comes Rhoda Seiler to an open Ethan Crabtree. Left wing 3. Short off the rim. Going after the loose ball is Crabtree. Also Jewell. What do we have here, Murph?
Yeah, foul going to be on Einhart. He and he and Ethan were both going for the rebound.
It was Jewell that picks up the foul.
Oh, okay. Wrong guy. Harrison Jewell. Yep, number 14, the senior.
His third and the team 5th.
Ethan inbounds underneath his own basket.
And finds Jackson Janis on the right wing. Open for just a split second, but he splits the defenders down the middle and scores a layup.
What a nice move by Jackson. A couple dribbles into the lane and then just snuck through the defenders.
He wasn't much of a factor in last year's squad.
No, not offensively, but he's got a dozen now.
Here's a drive down the middle by Arnhart off the back of the rim. Santur with a rebound. Cardinals within 2, 37-35. They could take the lead with a triple or tie it up. Ethan Crabtree is between the circles, moves left wing with Jashawn Bogarty guarding him. Gives the ball up to Santur. Now back to Ethan. Ethan on the left wing, crossover dribble, gives the ball to Downs, stops and pops on the free throw line, tie game.
Nice little back pass by Ethan. Again, kind of using himself as a screen.
That's now 9 on the evening for Downs, a 37-37 tie. 5:48 left to play in regulation. Avon Hughes on the left wing with Santur guarding him. Help coming from Janis. Janis almost got the steal as Bogarty received the ball.
Boy, Jackson, playing some really good individual defense.
Davon Hughes drives baseline right side, leaves it short. Crabtree with a rebound. Ethan Crabtree across half court. Gets it to an open Spencer Rhodeseiler for 3.
Spencer knocking it down again on a pass from Ethan.
14 points for Rhodeseiler, and Coldwater regains the lead, 40-37. 5:03 left to play in regulation. Here's Tommy Moore, hands the ball off to Harrison Jewell, roams the perimeter, puts a shoulder down, blows past Crabtree, puts a shoulder into Santur, and on the take, it looks like Santur will be dinged with a foul, and that will be his third and the team 9th.
Yeah, Austin feels like, the guy just plowed into me right in the chest, but Austin was given ground.
First of 2 from Jewell rattles in. Lakeview draws to within 2, 40-38. 4:55 and left to play in regulation.
It's been a tight game all the way. Neither team really getting much of a lead tonight.
Second one off the back of the rim. Santur with a rebound. Finds Janis. Gets it to an open Brandon Downs. Got blocked by Hughes. Hughes comes up with a loose ball. Here comes Harrison Jewell. 2-on-2 break. Layup is short. He gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Moore. Now to Bogarty. Around to Einhart. Hughes between the circles. Bogarty to the left wing. Jewell to Jashawn Bogarty. Tommy Moore has it sideline right with Spencer Rodesiler in front of him. Moore takes a three-pointer, takes a tumble, no call, gets a miss. Rebound, Hughes got blocked by Santur. Somehow gets the ball back. A third chance, a fourth chance, finally.
He and Tommy Moore just stayed on the glass there.
40-40 tie. 4:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. A missed scoop shot by Brandon Downs.
They're going to get Austin for a foul. I think that's going to be, is that his fourth?
It would be his fourth.
Yeah. Timeout, Cardinals.
Exactly 4 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. A 40-40 score between Lakeview and Coldwater. A slightly more experienced Lakeview squad than we've seen in past years against a Coldwater squad that we thought was going to have a lot of experience. Some of that experience, though, on the shelf in civilian clothes.
Well, it's been a highly entertaining affair here that has just been up and down, fast-paced. The girls' game was certainly an exciting one earlier that Lakeview took on a last-second shot, 45-44. And, boy, the boys' game has had that kind of entertainment value, too. 40s at it with 4 minutes to go. And, of course, there has not been a substitution in this second half for the Cardinals.
There might have to be soon because Santur, again, just picked up his fourth foul.
It's impressive that the Cardinal starters have played all but about 4 total minutes tonight, and they have not slowed down a bit. They seem to be enjoying this pace. Lakeview has went a little deeper on their bench, well, quite a bit deeper. They've played 8 or 9, and not big minutes by the starters. Their starters are playing a lot of minutes too, but certainly a little more of a bench presence tonight than the Cardinals can afford.
Well, the foul on Santur is also the 10th team foul on Coldwater, so 2 shots from the charity stripe the rest of the way for the Lakeview Spartans. Harrison Jewell drains the first of 2 and gives Lakeview the lead once again, 41-40.
Seems like he's been pretty good at the line tonight.
You were saying he's now 3 of 5, but Lakeview gets the ball back. A streak and a miss for Tommy Moore and a foul inside. Austin Santur heading to the bench knowing that he just fouled out of the game.
Boy, with 3:54 to go. Santur.
So who will Aaron Buckland bring out onto the floor?
Yeah, Colby Wagner came in earlier for him, and it looks like he's going to
have to play the rest of the game.
Santur, Aaron Buckland saying, was it 23?
It was indeed 23, so a big break.
No. Oh, it was?
Look up on the board.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. One of the other referees over chuckling.
First of 2 from the free throw line for Tommy Moore is good.
Everybody on the Cardinal bench just breathes a sigh of relief.
How short-lived that sigh of relief is remains to be seen. Moore drains both of his free throws, lead back up to 3, 43-40. Meanwhile, 90 feet away from the bucket, kind of a cheap reach-in foul committed by Tavon Hughes, his third and the team's 6th. So the next foul against Lakeview would send Coldwater up the line for at least a 1-and-1.
Big possession here for the Cardinals, down 3. 3:45 to go.
Rodesiler between the circles, cut off by Jashawn Bogarty. Now Santur hands off to Janis. Moves to his left, now moves to his right, down the middle with a sky hook and a score.
What a move by Jackson Janis.
14 points and the Cardinals within 1, 43-42, 3:23 left. Einhart to Moore. Cardinals man-to-man defensively. Moore moving off an Einhart screen, kick the ball out. Bogarty left corner, 3 is good!
Big time 3 from the left corner.
From a freshman, no less. Lakeview leads by 4, 46-42. Rhodesiler in the backcourt finally finds Jackson Janis. Janis to an open Brandon Downs. Three-pointer off the rim. Tap in. No. Ball in the air. Jackson Janis comes up with it. Janis to Crabtree. Deep three. Right wing. Bounces off the rim. Rhodesiler rebound. Put back. Reach in foul from behind. Jewell picks up his fourth.
Jackson Janis with a huge offensive rebound. And then Rhodesiler with another one underneath.
Jewell with his fourth foul, and Steve Wickman burns his first timeout. What a game.
Oh, my gosh. Outstanding action tonight. 46-42, Lakeview by 4, but Spencer is going to shoot 2. He is tied with Jackson Janis, 14 points apiece. Santur with 9 rebounds. Crabtree with 10 tonight. 4 for Janis, 4 for Rhodesiler. 6 assists for Ethan, 4 steals for Santur. Those are the highlights statistically. What do we got? 7. We're still at 19 turnovers for Coldwater. Really not many here in this fourth quarter, so that's been a blessing.
Possession arrow right now points toward Coldwater. 7 fouls for Lakeview. Coldwater's in the 1-1. Coldwater over the limit, so Lakeview's in the double bonus. 2 timeouts left for Aaron Buckland, 4 for Steve Wickman. 46-42. Coldwater trails Lakeview. Meanwhile, in girls basketball from the Interstate 8, the Northwest Mounties leading Mason 48-23 after 3, and Olivet leading Penfield 32-23 after 3.
I saw Aaron Buckland hopefully saying, was it 23? Was it 23? And it turns out it was. That foul on Brandon Downs rather than the 32 of Santur.
Coming out of the timeout, Rhodesiler, first of 2, bricked it.
Let's see if Spencer can nail this one to get him within 3.
He does. 46-43.
No full court pressure. Going to pick him up in the half court.
Deshaun Bogarty in the back right corner, behind the back dribble in front of us. Janis guarding him. Moore to Hughes on the left wing. Santur better be careful with his 4 fouls. Ball comes back to Bogarty. Moore has it on the right wing. 2:25 left. A quick move by Tommy Moore down the middle. No-look shot from the left box is good.
With that quickness, he gets into the lane and then does the reverse over on the left side.
5-point Spartan lead, 48-43, 2:10 left. Crabtree to Downs on the left wing. Downs moves down the middle, kick it out to a wide open shooter from the long line. It's good for Jackson Janis, his 3rd of the game.
That was an excellent drive by Brandon Downs. He got into the lane and then found a wide open Jackson Janis in the left corner. Janis with 17 on the night.
And that means the lead is now 2 for Lakeview, 48-46.
Still plenty of time, minute 58.
Got a scoring update from the Penfield Olivet boys basketball game we'll give you next. Up by 4 is Lakeview, 50-46. Rhodesiler, 3-pointer from the right corner, short. Santur and Hughes tying each other up.
Yep.
And the foul will be on Lakeview's number 32.
Yeah,
it'll be his 4th.
Excellent position by Austin. He was inside of Hughes.
Santur back at the line to shoot a pair. So here's that 3rd quarter score. Penfield leading Olivet 64-41 in boys basketball. It's going to be a 1-1 for Santur. The front end is good, so he will get the bonus.
Steve Wickman was saying it should have been a 1-1, and it indeed was. He thought maybe they had signaled 2.
Santur size, dips, shoots, and leaves it short. Whistle.
Again, Jackson Janis
committing a foul on the rebound.
Yeah.
His 3rd.
Second time they've dinged him on that play where he's down low and then pushes the rebounder.
So we're back to the other end of the floor for some Cole Einhart free throws with 1:29 left. Cardinals trail by 3.
Cardinals need to make sure they get him screened out. He had an offensive rebound off the missed free throw earlier.
First of 2. Bricked it off the front of the rim.
Yeah, they are in the double bonus.
$50 for the Lakeview Spartans, $47 for the Coldwater Cardinals. Second one is good. He splits the pair.
Lakeview going to pick him up in the half court now.
Jackson Janis gets it between the circles to Ethan Crabtree, clogged up, out to Downs, right wing 3 is short off the rim. Ball picked up by Moore, get it to Einhart. Will he get the dunk? He missed the dunk. Janis with a rebound.
Gosh, are you kidding?
I am not kidding you, and thank goodness for the Cardinal fans here in attendance. Other end of the floor, kind of an unforced traveling violation committed by Santur with 1:06 left.
Tommy Moore got that loose ball ahead, and Lakeview could have got the easy layup, would have given him a 6-point lead. Went for the dunk instead.
Ooh, Tommy Moore got tripped and tripped hard. Good job by Ethan Crabtree and Brandon Downs pulling him up. Downs guilty of the foul, and that'll be his 4th.
Well, that's what gives coaches gray hairs. And Steve Wickman, I don't think still quite believes it.
Einhart went for the dunk and missed. Moore gets the first of 2 from the free throw line to go through. The lead back up to 5 for the Spartans, 52-47.
Lakeview with 3 in double figures now. Tommy Moore with 2 big free throws there.
And Coldwater calls a full timeout with a tick under a minute left to play in the game. 59.4 to be more precise. Oh, actually, it looked like Wickman took the timeout. Steve Wickman, the Lakeview head coach, took the timeout. So Lakeview has 3 timeouts left, and Coldwater still has 2.
Yep, Lakeview wants to work on what they want to do defensively here. 6-point bulge here. Cardinals could possibly look for a 3. We'll see what they draw up out of this timeout. Still plenty of time with 59 seconds to go. Lakeview is in the double bonus. Cardinals will need to do some immediate fouling if they can score and put Lakeview on the line.
Cardinals back out on the floor. It was a full timeout taken by the Spartans. Possession arrow is still pointing toward Coldwater if there is a tie-up. 53-47 Lakeview with 59.4 seconds left in the game. In regulation, I guess I should say.
Cardinals have cleaned up their turnovers in this 4th quarter. They just got a costly one here a moment ago, but they had the 2nd and 3rd periods committed a bunch of those, not as many here in the 4th. Crabtree and Janis now to bring it up.
Crabtree picks it up right at the top of Lakeview's key. Get the ball to Janis in the front court, moving off of a Santur screen. Needs help, finds Rodesiler. Rodesiler drives baseline, layup, rattles in.
Really nice drive by Spencer.
Moore still in the backcourt with a triple team. Cardinals almost get the steal, but they will get the foul instead. If they ding Downs, that will be his 5th and the end of his evening.
Foul on Brandon Downs, and that is going to be it for him. He fouls out with 9 points with 37 seconds to go. Let's see who, I think we'll probably see DeAndre Douglas to come in for Brandon.
In fact, I saw Dylan Taggart dressed in civvies point to DeAndre and say, "It's you." How about the game that the Cardinals have played despite missing so many players, in particular starters from last season, Dylan Taggart and Damon Beckhusen?
Yeah, it's been It's been a good effort by the Cardinals, certainly.
First of two from Tommy Moore is through as the Spartans continue to pull away.
Moore with 15 now. I believe that's going to be 9 points here in the fourth quarter for Tommy Moore.
And 10 now. That's a perfect 8 of 8 from the charity stripe. 55-49. It's still a two-possession game. Three-pointer by Rhodesiler, in and out. Rebound by Janis, takes it back outside. Trying to get it to Rhodesiler. Launches a three-pointer, rolls off the rim. Rebound Santor, put back is short. Third chance, no good. Hits the top of the glass. Moore with a rebound. And Santor pushes Moore in the back. A borderline intentional foul, if you believe the Lakeview fans. But Santor is going to exit the game, picking up his fifth.
Coach Buckland talking to Austin. Austin was frustrated on, he had those two offensive rebounds and couldn't get it to fall either time. And now Colby Wagner will be coming in for him. It looks like, yeah, it is an intentional foul. Tommy Moore, as you mentioned, 8 for 8 at the line. He's going to go there again.
Could make it 10 for 10. If he makes both of these, we'll wind up with a three-possession game, a 7-point lead with 15 seconds left. These free throws should essentially be icing on the cake, plus Lakeview will get the ball back. And they can just dribble out the clock.
Yep, it's a huge, once Lakeview got that 6-point lead, they were in pretty good shape. Cardinals had a couple shots at it.
First one rattles and falls through. Well, that's 9 of 9 on the evening from the charity stripe for the four-year varsity player for Lakeview, Tommy Moore, the third. Second one rattles out, so just his first miss of the season. Still a 9 of 10 performance from the free throw line, not bad. Plus, Lakeview gets the ball back.
34-33, Lakeview led coming into this fourth quarter. Boy, the scoring is really amped up here. Lakeview now up by 7 with 15 seconds to go.
The Lakeview student section was saying, we want Corp, but they're not going to get him. Tommy Moore may just be able to dribble out the clock. He just now gets across the timeline. There's 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball game. Final score from here at Lakeview High School. The Spartans beat the Coldwater Cardinals in boys basketball 56-49 in the season opener. Post-game wrap coming up in 3 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Boys Basketball on WTVB.
There's holiday deals on Traeger wood-fired grills from Nottawa Gas in Teconcha and Nottawa. You'll also get a 20-pound bag of pellets free while supplies last. Merry Christmas from Nottawa Gas and Traeger wood-fired grills. And don't forget about birdseed, bird houses, and bird feeders. When it comes to birds, think Nottawa Gas. It's a fun place to shop. Nottawa Gas, just south of Teconcha on US 27 or on M66 in Nottawa. Or get more information online at nottawagas.com. Holiday savings going on now.
Dave Haylett here from Haylett Auto and RV Center with a seasonal thought. Some people feel Christmas has become too commercial. I think you get out of it what you put into it. If you see it as a chance to reflect on the true nature of the holiday, you'll make it more meaningful than ever. Here's an idea. Let's make Christmas a time for families and friends to gather and reconnect with each other. It's a time to celebrate. Some evening, pack the kids or grandkids in the car, drive around admiring all the beautiful decorations, then drive by Haylett Auto and RV Center. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want you to see our 85-foot lit Christmas tree out front of our lot for you and yours to enjoy. But there is something more special next to the tree. It's a nativity scene, a great bridge into the discussion of a real reason for the season, and that's the celebration. Your holidays will be happier if they are holy days. Merry Christmas from all of us at Haylett Auto and RV Center on US 12, east of I-69 in Coldwater.
Tonight's broadcast is sponsored in part by Dynamic Hardscapes and Construction. Just like the players on the field tonight, the team at Dynamic Hardscapes brings their very best to every job. The crew at Dynamic Hardscapes are proud to help bring you the best of local high school sports, along with the best in custom remodeling for any room in your home. Call 517-206-1985 for a free consultation or visit dynamicheartscapes.com. Expert home building and remodeling inside and out. from Dynamic Hardscapes and Construction.
Nothing says family like your dining room table. A dining set from Sanborn's will be treasured for your family for years to come. We have over 30 dining sets in stock in both contemporary and traditional styles. Plus, you can choose from a variety of finishes to complement your decor. We offer expert delivery and up to 12 months financing to qualified buyers. Make every meal a true family affair. Gather around a dining room table from Sanborn's for your home, US 20 West, Angola. Hi, I'm Sandy Sanborn from Sanborn's for your home, inviting you to shop our 50th anniversary clearance sale. This is the best time to give your home a fresh look for fall. We're offering the lowest prices of the season on all indoor and outdoor furniture, flooring, therapeutic bedding, grills, and more. Plus, there's up to 12 months financing to qualified buyers. Make today the day you save during the 50th anniversary clearance sale at Sanborn's for your home, US 20 West, Angola.
AM 1590, FM 95.5 WTVB.
Sean Watson and Mike Murphy back here at Lakeview High School. What a pair of games we saw here tonight at the Lakeview High School gym.
We sure did, Sean. Both games, highly entertaining, fought right to the end. Cardinals on the short end of both games tonight, but saw a lot of positives. The girls, especially, coming back. This is their third game, of course. We've seen a lot of improvement from game to game. Cardinals with that very short bench tonight really played hard, was right there with Lakeview the whole time until just the last minute. So really a couple of fun games for the fans tonight.
Final score once again in the boys contest. Lakeview beating Coldwater 56-49, and here is how they scored for the victorious Lakeview Spartans. We'll go down in numerical order. Caleb Carey with 2, Harrison Jewell with 11, Cole Einhart with 10, Tommy Moore with 17. He led the Spartans. Tavon Hughes with 4, Frank Tatum with 2, and Jashawn Bogarty with 8 for Lakeview's 56. And for Coldwater, Ethan Crabtree with 5, Spencer Rodeseiler with 17, Jackson Janis with 17, Brandon Downs with 9, and Austin Santour with 1 for their 49. By the quarters, Coldwater a 13-8 advantage over Lakeview in the first quarter. Lakeview outscored Coldwater in the second quarter 14-8. A 12-12 stalemate in the third quarter, and Lakeview outscored Coldwater in the final frame 22-16. Some of the other stats from the Lakeview statisticians. Coldwater actually out-rebounded Lakeview 45-27. A monster 17 rebounds credited to Austin Santour.
How about that?
17 rebounds, 5 on the offensive glass, 17 defensive. Spencer Rodeseiler had 9 rebounds. Ethan Crabtree had 9 rebounds. Spencer Rodeseiler had 4, I stand corrected. Crabtree also had 4 assists and a steal. Brandon Downs had 3 steals. Santour had 3 steals. Field goal shooting percentage, 34% for the game, 18 out of 53. 7 of 23 in the first half, 11 of 30 in the second half. From the three-point line, they were 21.7%. And from the free throw line, 8 of 13, 61.5%. Lakeview, 40.4% shooting from the field, 10 of 23 in the first half, 9 of 24 in the second half. They were just 2 of 13 from the long line. But from the free throw line, they were 16 of 25, and that was led, of course, by a 9 of 10 performance for Tommy Moore.
Yeah, one of the big stats, Lakeview making 16 free throws, the Cardinals just 8. And then the turnover battle, too, 13 for Lakeview, 21 for the Cardinals. Could not quite overcome that shooting difference. Cardinals hitting 34% of their shots, Lakeview 40. So even despite that big rebounding edge, those other stats kind of going to Lakeview to make that 7-point difference tonight.
So the leading rebounder for Lakeview was Tavon Hughes with 7. Cole Einhart had 5. Caleb Carey and Tommy Moore had 3 apiece. A couple of assists for Tommy Moore, a steal. free throw points. It was 16-8 for Lakeview over Coldwater. You mentioned the turnovers, 21 for Coldwater and 13 for Lakeview. Off of those turnovers, Lakeview with a 14-8 edge over Coldwater. Aaron Buckland, the head coach of the Coldwater Cardinals, joining us on our postgame show presented by Buckland Law PLC. Buckland Law is a full-service law firm with attorneys handling matters that include, but are not limited to, family law, criminal defense, estate planning, and elder law. Buckland Law on Division Street in Coldwater supports family, community, and Coldwater athletics. Interesting first game of the season. First big surprise, I guess, all of the walking wounded that we had to start the game.
Yeah, we're coming in this season a little shorthanded, but I don't want to use that as an excuse. We still got a lot of talent, a lot of great players on this team. These guys have been working hard since day one of practice, and they're competing.
Boy, they with that short bench you had going tonight, Coach, those starters logged a lot of minutes, and they didn't look like that was bothering them at all.
Yeah, we got a great group of boys, been playing a lot of basketball for a lot of years. Those kids are used to playing more than one game in a day, traveling, playing basketball. And they knew expectations coming into this game. They knew they were going to be getting a lot of minutes. Like I've said to them, I've seen the Saginaw Heritage girls teams win back-to-back state champions playing a 5-girl rotation all the way through the state championship, so it can be done.
What did you see out there tonight that you liked, and what do you think that you definitely need to work on?
You always give credit to the other team when you get beat. Lakeview's got a couple good players, but I thought we put ourselves in some tough situations. Anytime you have 22 turnovers in a game, you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball right away.
Right.
And when you're already short some guys and you're on the road, you can't afford to give the ball away.
Right, yeah, there was a pretty big turnover edge. They got to the line quite a bit and hit some free throws. You had that big rebounding edge. They had Austin with a big night on the boards.
17 rebounds, according to the Lakeview statistician.
No, Austin did a great job on the boards. That was one of the challenges coming in, knowing that we were pretty guard heavy right now. But we got to get more people boxing out, more guys crashing the boards, and we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously stuff to work on.
Scoring-wise, you had Spencer and Jackson have some big games tonight.
Yeah, with this team that we have this year, you're going to see multiple leading scorers. We're not going to have 1 or 2 guys who are going to lead it every night. We got 6 or 7 guys this year, maybe 8. We'll even go 8 that are going to lead this team in scoring at some point in time.
Oh, and when you're missing a couple of 4-year starters, what's the prognosis there as far as a week off now? How do you think they're looking for the near future?
It's day by day right now until I get the go from the doctors and the parents. We're just going day by day. Obviously we'd love to have those guys back sooner than later. But like I said, we're going to compete with the guys that we got dressed right now, and I'm confident that they can go out and get some wins.
Mm-hmm. So a week off before the I-8 opener next Tuesday against Hastings. They should be a much improved team over last season.
Yeah, a new season, anything can happen. Obviously we had success last year. The guys on the team, myself included, we know that last year was great, but it has nothing to do with this year. We know that Interstate 8 is going to be a competitive conference. There's some really good teams, and if you don't bring your A game every night, you're gonna be in trouble. So but that's what we're out here to do, is compete. So.
Aaron Buckland, head coach of the Coldwater Cardinal boys. Thanks for your time. We'll see you back at the Coach Floyd Eby Gym next Tuesday for the league opener.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, bye.
That is Aaron Buckland, the head coach of the Coldwater Cardinal boys, joining us on our post-game show. Now, it wound up being a clean sweep of the evening in the girls' contest. Coldwater lost to Lakeview in heartbreaking fashion thanks to a layup with seconds left to play by Lakeview standout Brazil Watkins, lifting Lakeview to a 45-44 win over Coldwater. Brazil Watkins led Lakeview with 20. Carly Crabtree led all scorers with 22, including 20 in the second half.
Yeah, it was a really strong second half by the Lady Cards and came up just a bucket short at the end, but really just nice improvement from game to game we're seeing for that young team.
The Cardinal ladies dropped to 0-3. The Cardinal boys at 0-1. We'll see if they pick up their respective first wins of the season next Tuesday when they host the Hastings Saxons. We'll preview that matchup after this. One final word for your local area McDonald's restaurants, and then our naming of our McDonald's player of the game.
With so many deals on the new $1, $2, $3 menu at McDonald's, it's like there's levels to the value. Level 1. Any size soft drink, McChicken, or cheeseburger, just $1. Level 2. Order any small mocha or latte for only $2. Level 3. Or level up to amazing value with a $3 bundle. A McDouble and small fries or 6-piece chicken McNuggets and small fries, just $3. Yum. Only at your Michigan McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
The voice of Branch County for high school sports. AM 1590 WTVB Coldwater and FM 95.5 W238CD Coldwater.
With our McDonald's boys basketball player of the game, who do you want to go with, Murph?
Boy, I'll tell you, those starters logging such big minutes. I think we could go with any of about 3 or 4 of them, but
Spencer Rhoda-Seiler, Jackson Janis figure they both led the team in scoring with 34 of Coldwater's 49 tonight.
Right. I thought Jackson really took some big shots tonight and played, and he plays some outstanding defense too. You know, it was a big rebounding night by Santour. Spencer and Jackson really led the offense. Ethan did a nice job dishing the ball. I would vote for Jackson, I think, tonight.
Sounds good. Congratulations to Jackson Janis, our McDonald's player of the game, as the Coldwater Cardinal boys fall to Lakeview 56-49. As we talked about, the Cardinals have the week off, both the girls and the boys varsity, before they take on the Hastings Saxons next Tuesday in the league opener.
Yeah, and that's going to be, again, a doubleheader for us next Tuesday. We look forward to that. It'll be good to see, both teams get a week to work on things here in the early going.
Tip-off of the girls' contest scheduled for 6 next Tuesday. The boys to follow at approximately 7:30. I don't know if you remember Coach Buckland mentioning it's going to be the first of the military appreciation nights for the Coldwater basketball teams.
Yeah, and I noticed these new uniforms had a small flag on the back there. So, yeah, that'll be good to see.
UNI Mike's side from the Coach Floyd Eby Gym at Coldwater High School beginning at 5:30 next Tuesday. We hope you can join us. Apologies for not being able to squeeze in this week's edition of This Week in High School Sports from the MHSAA Network. We'll have that during Best of Delaney in the Morning coming up Saturday morning at around 10:40. For now, though, from Lakeview High School, that's pretty much the evening for Justin Lopshire and for Mike Murphy. Sean Watson signing off from the basketball home of the Lakeview Spartans in tonight's 2 varsity basketball games. The Lakeview girls win on a last-second shot by Brazil Watkins, 45-44. And the Lakeview boys pull away in the end to beat Coldwater 56-49. Until next Tuesday, good night, everyone.
Tonight's action brought to you by these members of the WTVB Sports Boosters Club.
Mobilia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Branch County Abstract and Title, Buckland Law PLC, C&O Insurance, Coldwater Community Schools, Cooley's Jewelry, Donay's On Time Services, Dynamic Hardscapes, El Cerrito Mexican Restaurant, Glides Farm Market Bakery and Orchard, Hess Kaywood PC, Harold Chevrolet, Haylett Auto and RV Supercenter, Integrity Apparel, Matt Haylett Homes, McDonald's of Branch County, Nottawa Gas Company, Premier Rental Purchase, Rainbow Motor Sales, Sanborn's for your home, Sheets LP Gas, Union Pallet and Container, Warner Oil Company, and Willow's Barn Grill.
The voice of Branch County for high school sports. AM 1590 WTVB Coldwater and FM 95.5 W238CD Coldwater.